glad you're here. Grab a cold one, maybe a beer. Stay alert in the chat. Giveaway prizes. Heck, maybe we'll give away Uncle Bill's cowboy hat. Jim's his sidekick, wouldn't you know? Uncle Extra Medium in the show.
No, he's not.
Smash that like button and subscribe. Let's all be part of hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe. Hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, and all the ships at sea, welcome to Uncle Bill's Saturday Night Hangar Talk with all the usuals, and I mean all of them. We're here.
All of them.
Yay. And we welcome you all in. Tonight, you may have noticed I advertised we're going to give away this rocket.
Yeah.
About an hour in or so, just to make you stay. We're going to give this totally unused, unopened even, I think. Look at this. Is the tape still on? The tape is still on. Never even opened.
I believe that your rocket's never been used.
Already we're going there. Okay, that's awesome. No, it's been used and abused, unfortunately. But we're going to do that later, and I'm trying to figure out how. I think I'll do hashtag rocket or something. Not now.
No.
I'll let you know. And we'll throw it in this wheel of names, it's called. That works just
Wheel of names.
The wheel of names. They really got some names, man. And that'll be that. And
Trying to figure out.
I'm gonna say hi to everyone, and then that's it. Hi, Lloyd.
Well, hello, Bill. How are you? I'm doing good.
That's it. I didn't ask you that.
Okay.
No, I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad to hear it. You know, you're looking well. You know.
Yeah.
So, how was your day today?
Yeah. It's been good. It's been a long one. I got up. I was on. I watched Dennis Lovelady do the sunrise thing, and then I was on Rodney Bell's show this morning, and I never did get a nap for some reason.
No.
You know, so I'm just being but yeah, I went out to dinner and had good lunch.
Well, I mean, on this program, there's what program? Hey, this is programmed. Yeah, there's a lot of planning and work. It's not even a show. This stream has 7 people in it, so if you want to catch a nap, nobody will notice.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't. Other than it might get really quiet because I'm not talking and flapping my gums as usual.
Oh no, there's been long periods of time where I forget Lloyd's here. You're a very thoughtful man. You know, you got thoughts going on. Thoughts that are formulating.
Yes.
Yeah. Artie, how are you today? Did you work today?
I'm doing well. Worked today, and then I went to a memorial service today for a comedian friend of mine that recently passed away, and
you didn't heckle him, did you?
No.
Okay,
no.
Good.
No. It was very nice service. Yep.
Could you see that? Like you're having a conversation with him before he passes, says, "Hey, heckle me at my funeral."
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you bum. He's still alive. Don't let him fool you.
He'll do anything for attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what went through my head. Yeah. The only way you could get a crowd.
Yeah.
He's such a bum. This is the only way you could get a crowd was having a funeral.
Yep.
A well-dressed crowd, more than likely.
Well-dressed.
Yeah, this is what I wore. Yeah.
Well,
nice
there
shoot.
again.
Really?
Yeah.
So much for well-dressed.
Yeah, I know. I'm short in my
Art, it's people like you that give white trash a bad name.
Hey, honey, we have to adjust the list. Dominic, how are you?
Good evening, everybody. It's getting close to spring here, so that's my take on it.
Are you confusing this with Art's show where we're going to talk about the weather now?
Yeah, we have to always talk about the weather.
Well, that's fine.
There we go. And time dilation.
Nobody gives a shit, Tom.
Yeah, nobody cares. Yeah. Does anybody care? It's 80 degrees here right now at 8:18. Still hot here in Florida. Still hot, still rainy. But anyway, let's move on. Lon, how are you?
Oh, fine. It's not 80 here. In fact, I kind of relapsed my cold a little bit by sleeping with all my windows open.
Uh-oh.
As I woke up this morning with the sniffles again, but it's kind of slowly going away during the course of the day. So I think I'll be fine in a day or two. You know, when you have a cold, you really got to be, kind of careful about how you handle things. And I wasn't. There's just no nice way of putting it. I went to bed with all the windows open and everything. Got down to like 50 around here. I know, right? So I woke up with the sniffles this morning, coughing again, and I'm like, God dang it! So I haven't left the house today. I haven't left the house at all. Period.
You're really enjoying all this vacation hours that you've built up, by.
Oh, I know.
staying-
And I had good plans to go do something today too, but
I understand.
I didn't leave the house whatsoever.
Marky Mark, how is you? How are you feeling? How you doing?
Hi, Mike.
I see that the yeah, Mike. Who called him Mike? That was Art, right?
Good old Mike.
Yeah, good old Mike. The good old Mike. Apparently, there's a strike going on in England. Yeah, all the razor, all the people that produce razors apparently are on strike.
On strike, yeah.
Yeah, just checking. Okay. Yeah, it's looking good. You can't grow it up here. Grow it down here.
Well, there you go. Or out here, like me. Yeah.
Or out what?
Been a busy day today.
What, out your ass?
Yeah.
That's
4
great.
hours on my stream this afternoon.
I gotta trim it someday before my colonoscopy.
Just the thought of that, Artie.
God, colonoscopy.
God,
They're trying to talk me into a colonoscopy right now. I'm just like, yeah.
Why don't you do it in the road? Why not? You need to do it. You should do it. How old are you? You're like 70 or something, right? You're a lot older than you look.
Who, Mark?
No,
Or
you.
me?
You.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but they made me poop in a bag. That was the whole point behind that fucking scenario.
Well, but if the result that doesn't tell the whole story. But if the result comes back,
Then why do it? Then just do the stupid colonoscopy then.
Because
Yeah.
if it was
Good.
absolutely clean, they wouldn't do the colonoscopy. But there's
No, it
something.
was clean.
I don't know. There must have been something in that
Doctors
report.
suck. That's what it is.
There must have been something in that report to make them, because they have to
I know.
justify after paying for that, because your insurance paid for that test. They'd have to justify why you'd need a follow-up colonoscopy.
Well, that is the question, isn't it?
Billy,
I did the box a couple of years in a row, and I didn't have a colonoscopy afterwards. But the last one, they said, yeah, you need to have a colonoscopy, and there were 2 polyps.
Right.
Well,
So it find it. They were benign, but still,
Right.
it could tell that there were polyps. Yeah.
I've got the box sitting in my bathroom right now. It's just like they kept sending me these little placard things, and I guess they figured if they UPS this big ass box, I might actually, because at first it's like, how the hell am I supposed to get that on there? I'm not that good of a name, So
yeah.
Yeah, you don't sit on the box either, Lloyd. That's not.
yeah, no, I actually looked. I actually did look at the instructions. I'm just trying to decide.
Oh,
You looked at the instructions? Oh boy.
wow.
Yeah,
You
There
need
were
instructions.
it was
You kinda
pictures.
need
Okay,
to. Yeah, there's
it was
pictures in there.
pictures.
There's a video.
Lloyd,
There's
I
a
did the
video
same
if you
thing.
need it.
I let one sit there until it became expired, and they had to send me another one.
I
And
just
then
got
when
it
they
3
sent me
days
the other
ago,
one,
so-
is when it turned out like, you got to have a colonoscopy because you have polyps. So I shouldn't have waited, because that could have been bad. I was lucky that
Yeah.
it wasn't.
Yeah.
They took the 2 polyps.
Mhm.
But
Well, in
you
the
should
last
go- you should
15 years,
Just do it. Just do it.
I've had
Just
do it.
do.
4 colonoscopies, and I'm going to poop in the box. I guarantee you, because I do not want another one. They kill me every time.
Yeah, man.
That's what I'm
As long as they
And
bring
there's
you
never
back.
anything there. They just like, it's like, well, there was a little blood. Yeah, I got fucking hemorrhoids, asshole. Don't stick a
Yeah.
camera up my ass, and I won't have hemorrhoids.
Hemorrhoids and asshole in the same sentence. Perfect.
Yeah.
Right, nice.
Ah.
It's perfect.
So what about Alexis? He made it all the way to Mark or Mike.
I'm down to we're at Alexis now. In fact, let's put Alexis right up there, front center. Move. With this. With this. With this.
Oh, the black guy on the bottom. Oh,
I don't know. I just put the black guy in the middle.
No, no.
There you go. Now you
Oh, black guy in the middle. The half-breed in the middle.
Uh-huh.
Look, reverse Oreo.
Yeah, no offense, Mark. When you drop out, we'll all spread and just get bigger again. See, that's why you're
Yeah.
Yes. So, Alexis, we're all glad to see you.
Yes.
Mhm.
And as some of us in the audience, this massive audience, may know Alexis had a terrible loss recently. And, our prayers are with you. A
Yeah.
very tough time you're going through,
Yeah,
I'm sure.
thank you. Jeff passed away on the 28th, 2 days ago at 10:16 p.m.
Yeah. 10-16.
He fought really, really. Yeah. And they couldn't do dialysis at the end because his blood pressure was too low. Put him in risk, taking it even lower because they would need to pull. He gained a massive amount of weight because the fluid was not able to be pulled through dialysis, and his kidneys weren't working. So he went from 158 is his normal weight. He dropped to 95, and at death he was 209.4 pounds.
Wow.
He was for me, he's a small man, right? But he was this. I mean, he was a big guy by the time he passed on, and his heart just couldn't take it. They did CPR, which was what his wishes were. They kept trying to talk me out of it, and I said, if he codes, you do everything you can to sustain life. That's his wish. And I said, it doesn't matter if you agree with it or not. It wouldn't even matter if I agreed with it or not. His wishes are his wishes, and we have to abide. I told him, I said, if my husband dies, I'm not going to stand over his grave one day and look down at his tombstone and go, baby, I'm sorry I betrayed you. I didn't do your wishes as you wanted. So I said, that's not going to happen. I said, we're following exactly what he had to say, and if you don't like it, I don't care. And she argued with me for 30 minutes, and I just told her, I said, look, I don't know how long you're going to try to keep me here, but because we went out to the lobby, and so she finally complied. But they did 30 minutes of CPR the second time. The first time at 3 o'clock, I was standing there, and he coded. They got him right back. The second time, they performed CPR for 30 minutes, and they couldn't get him. He was gone. So God bless Jeff, and I am more than heartbroken. I not snort and cry and miss him like crazy. So, but I appreciate all the kind words. I know you did something, Bill. Thank you. And I know you also gave $50 to Art's animal thing.
Yeah, I was drunk.
And thank you for that as well. Okay. I still thank you.
Stop.
And then you sent flowers or something I saw. And then
How did you see that?
we don't have.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I went
It's
through the
on the-
website, the funeral parlor's website that you sent me,
Yeah.
and I expected it just to go to the funeral parlor, and then they said no, it's going to the house because they don't have a time or a date for the funeral yet. So
Yeah, we know. But thank
and
you.
then the funeral parlor wouldn't give the funeral company the
Flower company. Florist.
whatever company it is, a tribute, they call themselves. They're a tribute company. Anyway, they wouldn't give them your home address because of privacy issues, which is kind of weird. I mean,
Oh, wow.
I linked to them from the funeral parlor site, so I don't. So anyway, so I got
So
back
are
to
they
him. It
gonna-
was already too late. So and then tomorrow's Sunday, so forget that. And then maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday.
Where are they going to
It's your
send?
house.
Oh, I thought they wouldn't give you the address.
I gave it to him.
Oh, I knew you.
Yeah, no, I gave it to him, but it was
Well,
I didn't
yeah.
realize that they couldn't deliver it till I got home. They called my home number. You know what I mean? And they emailed me, and I'm not checking. I just don't sit there checking my personal email, at work. So I didn't know till I got. I didn't know
just
till I got to
happened
the
to-
house.
There's only there's a whole template that I have to fill out about his life, and I'm not ready to fill all that out. I don't even know all the army dates and all that, so I asked his sister for some, guidance on that, and then I'll put it all together, and it'll look nice by the time it's all done. Um, this funeral cannot be before the 10th of September because they do 4 funerals every day, Monday through Friday, and they're booked until September 10th, and I don't even know how many of those slots are available. It's 10 and 11 a.m., and then 1 and 2 p.m. Of course, it's Central Time, but there's a lot of veterans dying.
Yeah.
And what they do, they have like an area outdoors. I forget what they call it, but you get 30 minutes. So if a pastor's going to speak or whomever, or eulogies, you got to pack it all in at 30 minutes.
Yep.
And then they take the casket over to wherever he's being buried. And then whenever I pass, then I'll be buried with him. And it's all provided, of course, because he's a veteran. But all the funeral expense is upon myself or upon us. So yeah, it's been the worst. I don't know, 2 days of my life, but this whole it's been just a little over 4.5 months, and yeah, he fought hard. I don't even care how much I had to do, traveling back and forth 4 hours from Houston each way. So it's an 8-hour round trip. But I would usually go, and, as you all know, stay there for several days, and I'd have to come back if somebody wasn't able to take care of all of our animals. But it was nice to get him back because MD Anderson was really dropping the ball at the end, and it wasn't even maintenance. It went from really excellent care to maintenance to almost no care. And I couldn't wait to get him out, but they just sucked up every penny from the insurance. Once the insurance was dry, they were like, and Lloyd knows every step of the way because I bugged that poor man.
Well,
They went right to the.
you were butting heads with them a lot. So what, once the money ran out, they stopped arguing with you?
Yeah. The day they shipped him back down to Corpus, the day after the insurance ran out.
Yeah, and they kept saying, "Oh, his creatinine is too high." I go, "What's the creatinine blood level? What is that? 2.2." I'm like, "Are you out of your mind?" But then, his albumin is too low. Oh, this, oh, that. And I'm like, and I told Lloyd, and he agreed, Right?
Yeah, I'd said it right on. I said they're gonna milk that insurance right to the last drop, and they did.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So.
Yeah, it was a mess. And then Pam, the post-acute medical hospital here in Corpus Christi, they outshone MD. I told them, I said, y'all are doing a better job than MD Anderson. No, I mean, you guys are outshining them. They go, really? Yeah. And whatever you do, and this is for anybody that happens to be listening to this now or in the future on a replay, if you ever get to MD Anderson and they try to put you in room 2240, get the heck out. That is like their death room. It's like the tiniest little room. I've got a bathroom in the house bigger than that room. I am not lying. Our master bath is bigger than that room. And they just put you in there. They put a 25 milligram patch on his shoulder or on his arm here and left him for dead. Took his TPN away, so that was the only way he was able to eat. Would not do oral care, was not turning him, nothing. And I said, get the stupid patch. I mean, anyway, it was crazy. And then I chewed out the lead nurse and the nurse. I called her, right? What did I call her, Lloyd? The what?
Oh,
girl?
I can't remember now.
Monkey girl.
Yeah, that's right.
Little chimpanzee ears, and she was worthless. She had no clue what she was doing. And she had an RN patch on, but I swear she did not know the first thing about it. And she was there from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and 5 p.m. She was like, well, this is only the first day that I've had him when I was asking for oral care. I said, you've had since 7 o'clock this morning. It's 5 o'clock at night now.
Trying
And I
to.
don't care if it's the first day. Or like SOC is standard of care. I told him, I said, your standard of care sucks. So anyway, Jeff is in the presence of the Lord. Couldn't be happier about that. But boy, it's like when they go on, and they leave people behind. It's like, well, even Jesus felt the sting of death. I mean, from a friend. That's why he called Lazarus. I wish I had that kind of power. But, I don't understand it. I don't pretend to understand the mind of God. And my husband is gone, and I'm really, really heartbroken. So, and all the condolences that have come through the chat and all the text messages I've received from people, I really appreciate it. Thank you. It helps my head screwed on straight. I always told Jeff I wanted to go first, but it's not the way it is. So hopefully it's all agreement. I wake up and he's in bed next to me, and I'm gonna go, baby, you're not gonna believe the nightmare I had. But I guess Lloyd says maybe in a year. That's why I call Lloyd so often. The guy's got the
I got,
patience
well,
to say
yeah, I got the most
yes.
recent experience, I should say. Not the only experience, but the most
Every
recent one.
but you're the one that I've been talking to.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's an adjustment to go
and-
from being a couple to being just you, and
Yeah, but I will never ever take. Never. That will never do it. And I will never be in another relationship. It's too painful. I need to recover from this if I can.
Dominic, we're both doing the same thing. Go ahead, do it.
Well, I mean, it's just. Thank you, Kat. I really. I was with him as much as I humanly could be. I didn't. And when I left, I didn't want to leave. Like when I was in Houston and stuff, because it's just such a long drive. And so, but I appreciate y'all. Thank you for putting up with my moods and my attitudes. And I will probably be crying a river at some point, But for a long time, I've been really, it's really crazy. The day before he died, I just was an emotional wreck. I was at home here, and I was crying and praying and weeping, and just I was a mess. I was just a complete snot box. And the day he died, didn't cry a drop. I held strong. I had to be. I had to be there for him, and I think
Right,
that's
you
the
have to
reason I
be.
did
That's
it.
right. That's right. You
Yeah.
have to be. You have to be, and let's
But
not forget that you had a good cry the day before, and you were probably a little drained from that, and you just had to concentrate what's next.
Yeah.
yeah, and then I was going to the funeral home yesterday, but as soon as I hit the parking lot, oh man, I just started bawling again. And I called
Yeah.
Lloyd.
Well, you called me. Yeah, and then I can't remember what happened. I had to take another call. And
I think your son called.
yeah, probably. Yeah, I think it was yeah.
And it's okay. You can't all your
Yeah.
time. But I just lost it. And walking into the room, like we were in like a big conference room at this table, and I filled out all the paperwork, and they had a Catholic
Rosary.
mass. Oh yeah, it was a
Rosary.
rosary. Yeah, it was a rosary that was going on, and it was mostly young people. I don't think I saw too many people. It looked like they were over 30, except for the priest. He was really cool. He looked like Friar Tuck. Anyway, that noise of them out in the foyer having their rosary, and they had singing, and and then they were just mingling because there was food and drinks out there, and that really helped me kind of like keep my head together because I think if it was a real sterile, quiet environment like most funeral homes tend to be, I don't think I'd have done so well. However, when we got done, he said, "Follow me," and I followed him. We went out the door, turned to the right, and he went to the left, and I kind of followed him, and I don't know if I was looking at my phone or whatever, but I was kind of looking down, and when I went to the threshold, I started to step over the threshold, and I just felt this wave of flush come over me because we were going into the casket room, like where they had all the caskets all the way around this room. And I went, whoa, like that. And I took a step back. I don't know what I was expecting, but I felt this something force come over me. It was just, I actually felt like I was bouncing back off of the threshold. And I just said, whoa. And he goes, yeah, I get that all the time. And then what I didn't tell you, Lloyd, the thing I forgot to tell you when we were talking about that, he said, I don't think I told you this. He said, well, it's, I forget how exactly he put it, but he said, this is you're a lot more pleasant of a person than my last, because he said he had a 5 o'clock appointment.
Yeah, you did
And
tell me.
I said, what did I tell you? I said something like, were they mean to you or something? Because I couldn't imagine that. And he goes, no, they lost their baby. And I'm like, oh my God, and I almost lost my youngest son with spinal meningitis up there, but it's just, death is never easy, I don't think, for anyone, and sometimes you can go easier. Um, you know, I thought, well, I could just take my plane, right, and go, but I thought I don't want to mess up a perfectly good airplane, so that's my form of a joke in the light of it all. Yeah, I've not been
I think people like that
back.
are the kind of people that internalize it to themselves. That's a why me mentality, you know.
Yeah.
They're I lost my faith because he left me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is I've never understood that mentality. As
Yeah.
if that person wouldn't be here if they
No,
could be. That's. But it's amazing how many people act like that and talk like
Yeah. They're like, yeah.
no, my faith is not. I mean, God is sovereign. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. And I don't look at it like that. I mean, even Lloyd said
that. Yeah,
that
already
to me.
put that link in there.
Yeah, I will. I'm on it.
All right.
Lloyd said that to me early on, and I said, no, I don't think I ever will lose my faith. But it's just, it is hard losing people, and I don't understand why. I haven't asked why. And God's sovereign. His ways are above my ways. His thoughts, all of our ways. It is just what it is, and I have to roll with the punches.
That wasn't me.
Yeah, it wasn't me
Oh,
either. I
the
was
the
like,
Bing Bing, that was me.
Oh,
of course it was you.
because you're a bing bing.
Bing bong. Avon calling.
It's strange when the first tone sounds like it's coming from behind me,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get kind of quiet, and then you get this loud one up front. Like
Yeah.
I hear, what is?
It's probably because I'm using the Pocket 3 because you can get the mics in the Pocket 3 work and the wireless mic works too. So that's probably
Oh.
why, because it's my watch and then it's a tablet and then it's my phone too. I got a tablet, phone over
My
there, and
phone's
then
back there, and I thought
watch
I
right
was
here.
getting. It was weird. So my phone's back there, so I'm thinking I'm getting something on my phone because it's quieter, but I'm look.
Yeah.
I have Messenger open. I have it opened up right here, and nothing's happening. So it's all you. It's like
Yeah.
it's kind of neat how the sound. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what it did it to me.
It goes off like 3 times in different locations.
There you go. Feel.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's never easy. So it's an everyday battle. You know what I mean? You just gotta come up with a good reason to get up every day and
Yep, one foot in front of the other.
and face the day. That's the bottom line. So
And enjoy life because you never know. And the people around you and all of these people too. And all the people in the chat. Every life is precious. I don't care who you are or what your belief system is.
Even Arts.
yeah, art. I don't know.
I mean,
man.
really?
Yeah, art lives matter.
All right. Yeah.
Art lives matter.
Little lives matter. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, even little people like me. Little shits like me.
You matter a little less, but Art, could you?
Yeah, I know, right?
You want to say hi to everybody in the chat?
I sure would love to. We got Jameson Serber in the chat. Good to see you. And we got Brenda Sunstar. We've got Michael Cool Cat, not Mark. That'd be somebody else. And we got Jody Drone Shots. And we got Warren Akira Show. And we got Brian, Waypoint, New England. Brad, Nana's Attic. And who else? We got
All right.
Dusty, East Coast Thrills. There's Dominic, Northside Hawk.
Hello.
I don't know.
Ray Kelly.
Hi, Dominic.
Are white.
Hi, Dominic.
He are white. Yes, he is.
Ray Kelly. Or did you say Ray Kelly?
Yeah, Captain Ray. Yep.
Yeah.
Captain Ray.
Captain Ray.
And there you go.
And Ray did a message on there too. Thank you, Ray. And it said that you donated a tree. So on Jeff's behalf. So thank you for that. I really appreciate everybody.
Oh, you said Nana's Attic. I thought, I misunderstood you. It sounded like you said Brad Mayonnaise.
Well, he's probably in there too. Brad Mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Brad Mayonnaise, yeah. He spreads so
Brad
nice.
Mayonnaise Addict or something. I'm going, what the hell did he just say?
Yeah.
Michael's Drones and
Michael.
RCs and Knives. Good to see
Not
you.
all at the same time, hopefully. It's like mounting knives on the drones.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
And he's mounting them on his RC cars and then attacking the drones when they take off.
Michael's drones, RCs, and knives. Okay, he's here. Hi, Mike. East Coast Thrills. Did you say hi to all these people?
Yeah, apparently he did.
Dusty, yeah.
I did. I didn't see Brad in there.
Okay. Pulling this thing up
Yeah,
later
bananas
on, a
are-
little after 9, we're going to give away the Power Rocket, which I bought because Alexis had fun.
Power Rocket.
She had fun with one, and I thought, I'll buy it. And it's been sitting there. It's still sealed in the box. Never opened it. It's rechargeable. It's got a lithium battery in it, and it goes up like a rocket. And when it starts to tumble, the sides split open.
Comes down like a helicopter.
It goes out like a helicopter.
Mhm.
You're right. And the most exciting thing about it, besides the fact that it can soar 200 feet, is you could hopefully get more than one flight if you find a big enough parking lot. You can customize with decals.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, that's what we got. That's what we got.
Huzzah.
The videos seem cool. It looks like it's fun. I might keep it and buy you one and just send it to you. We'll see.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
don't
It's
sit
the
there for
FOMO
another-
king.
for no- sit there for another year. Yeah.
Bill the FOMO king, I swear.
It'd be less expensive if you did that, actually.
No, they've come down in price. So what's FOMO mean? I think
Fear
I
of
picked
missing
Fear
out.
of missing out.
Yeah,
missing
fear of
out.
missing out. Yeah, somebody gets something, you go out and get it, and then you're like, what's
got it.
this? And then you go to get rid of it, and you go, I'm going to have to buy another one.
Yeah, you're right.
Mhm.
It just looks like a fun afternoon. I don't know. It's probably like a lot of things I have. I use it once,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Might end up in that pond behind your head there.
It'd be like that real doll you got in the closet. Use it
You know, we
once
can
or
get
twice.
two of them and just do like competitions and stuff. You know, first one to
Ooh.
make it to the ground. You know, like betting and stuff. Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
without losing it. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if we can keep it
Wager.
out of the canal. Yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm.
You know, stuff like that. We could make it fun. You know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Who will get
You
it?
can make anything
Noah
fun.
or Mandy? Will
Play
Mandy?
with sticks and dirt. When I was a kid, I mean, we used to play with sticks and dirt when I was a kid.
Yeah.
We didn't have toys. We're kind of poor, so
I played with sticks and dirt when I was a kid.
yeah.
I mean,
When we were
that's
gonna play with
stories, I
sticks
don't
and dirt for real. We played with sticks and dirt, man. We didn't have a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
money for toys, so
Mhm.
know. I think we all played.
Okay,
sticks and dirt.
Art, what did you say to her? Because she's putting on rubber gloves and look like she's coming
I
after you.
don't know.
Oh,
That's a
Yeah.
smart thing. That's a smart.
time
safe
for
thing to do.
your prostate
Yeah.
massage there, Art.
Yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's Nurse
Okay.
Alexis.
that's funny. They went back up again.
I think one of her dogs probably did something bad. That's my guess. He went with a
Oh,
garbage bag and rubber gloves.
okay.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
big
That'd be my
dump.
guess anyway.
Yeah.
We could have left it vague, Art.
Yeah.
I figured I'd blame Art for it anyway. So
You're
Yeah.
exactly
Oh, she's
right.
back.
Would you like to see it?
No,
We got
absolutely not.
we got
No,
one
no,
little
thank
shit
you.
in here already. We don't
Yeah,
need to see
there's
another.
reasons why I don't have any pets. I don't like handling other.
Art's enough of a little shit. We don't need to see any more.
Mhm.
Well, this is our dog that had a rectal prolapse about a year and a half, 2 years ago,
Ah,
and his intestines were coming out of his rectum. I mean, like
Oh.
inside.
I don't think
Oh.
that's normal. I don't think that's not
No.
supposed to happen. I
We
think.
spent
No.
over $1,000 getting a sucker put back together,
Oh boy.
Wow.
and then on top of that, before that, when we first got him, we dumped. He's got over 13,000 in between all of us, and he's sitting up here on the corner of the sofa, and it's pleather. And I looked, and he's not even aware of it, but he pooped, you know. So it's like he can't help it, you know. It's just, he goes through these stages. So I cleaned it up. I got to sanitize the couch.
Yeah.
And what he looks like, the poor little guy. Look at him. Look over here. There's Jasper, dog. There he is.
Oh.
Another Jasper.
You keep your intestines to yourself. You hear me?
Yeah, Jasper.
yeah, and don't do it on don't do it on camera anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, there were times after I ate the wrong thing, I felt like that was happening,
Mm.
but I've
Mhm.
never seen it actually happen.
Beef vindaloo.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that barbecue I had today, maybe that might be the.
Mm,
It was
yeah.
Is that
colonorific.
that smell?
Mhm.
Yeah, it wasn't the best barbecue. Our regular place was closed.
Dude, this goes with what we were talking about off screen. You're saying what's coming up is you gotta relieve yourself in a box because us old folks, we have to have that done.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, dude, have that kind of food for a couple of days, and that's what you send to them.
Well, maybe, but it's got to be solid though. They're
Yeah.
pretty picky about it.
Well, hey, if they want solid, they're going to the wrong guy because
Yeah.
they ain't gonna have to
Okay.
make.
What about them drones?
I don't have
Drones.
I don't have a gallbladder, so anything is just like
Okay.
yeah.
Same here. I don't have one
Yeah.
either. So
Yeah.
join the
Who
club.
needs it? It's it's just they don't. There's easier ways to lose weight than to have people cut like organs out of you. I've discovered there's definitely easier ways.
Oh,
You know,
yeah, liposuction.
that is a way though. Your liver's pretty heavy. You don't need that whole thing.
Yeah, I'll get rid of that
Lobe over
next.
there.
Yeah.
Chop a lung.
And you can donate it to somebody. Here, take a lobe.
Yeah, kidney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I've
the
cut
only
like 6 feet of 10.
You know
Go
what?
ahead.
If your liver's healthy though, it grows back. That son of a.
Yeah,
bitch.
that's right. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah,
It
I know.
regenerates.
Yeah.
It's the only organ that does that. Yep. Mhm.
What about your skin? Your skin will grow back.
Yeah, well,
No, that's true.
Yeah. Well,
I'm talking about internal organs. Yeah.
there you
Okay.
go. Okay.
You said organs, sir.
You said
Yeah.
organs, though.
You
Yeah,
did
I'd
organs,
be more
sir.
specific,
Hey,
Art.
You said organs, sir.
We are
Skin is an
strict
organ.
for correctness here. Yeah.
Yes.
We are
Skin
stickers.
is the
for
largest
breccias.
organ in your body.
Alexis
Yeah.
isn't here, so I could say I've had an organ that changed size, shape, and weight on a regular basis.
I bet she said.
I'm just
Always to the negative, though.
But the water's cold.
I was going to say only when it's
It
cold.
must always be cold, apparently.
Oh my God!
Apparently, it's a popsicle up your ass 24/7. Apparently,
As
because
you get old, you pee yourself a little. There's always a little cold water down there. You know.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I tell everybody too.
Or actually, you could just be honest. Say you don't do anything for me at all. It's trying to get away from you. That's all.
Yeah, it's hiding.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of them
No.
I can think of. Yeah, my second ex-wife was one of those.
Yeah. You're just ugly, bae. Sorry.
You know what happens when you threaten a turtle, right? Well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
there you
ducks
go.
in.
Yeah.
No, you know what? I'm not going. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I was just getting ready to jump into this conversation. I am not gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, dude.
How about them?
Oh my
Did I tell you I'm
God.
giving away a rocket? How about them?
Yeah, man.
How about that rocket, Bill?
Yeah.
Red rocket,
Rechargeable. By
Bill.
the way, you recharge it. There's no fuel. There's no nothing. You just recharge it.
Sweet.
You just recharge it, and it's the most beautiful drone you ever saw.
Huge, bigly.
It'll produce beautiful
get it.
flights.
It's
It's a
beautiful.
lot
Some
like
say
Elon's.
it's
in
the
it,
best
electric,
rocket
right?
ever.
The greatest.
Some say it's the best
Yeah.
rocket.
The greatest.
I don't
make
say
the-
that, but some
Big,
people say
beautiful
it.
rocket. Yeah, the big beautiful rocket.
That's a good one.
I don't
like
say that, but
I
lots
don't
of people
get it.
say it.
But some
I
people.
don't say-
A lot of people.
Some people say it's the best rocket
people-
ever.
yeah.
I don't say that. If I said that, the fake news would be all over me. But I'm just saying it's a beautiful rocket. It's a beautiful rocket. Some say the best.
It's
I don't
electric,
say
so
that.
it must be designed by Elon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Elon.
Elon, yeah.
Elon.
Elon, yeah.
Elon.
Has it got a
Yeah.
Tesla inside it?
Hmm?
I said, has it got one of them sports Teslas inside it?
Yeah, that'd be cool. Get it like a little Tesla to attach to it.
Get a little one and attach to it, you know.
Yeah, get a little sticker.
Little,
Get a Tesla
yeah.
sticker.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, a Tesla sticker and put it on it. That'd be funny.
Crap.
Tesla. Hey, then, speaking of Tesla, while he's doing that last SpaceX launch was pretty exciting.
Yeah.
You know, with a skirt blew up. Apparently, it didn't wreck the flight or not, so that's positive anyway. But that was pretty, alarming when that blew like that. Though, you're like watching it, you're like, uh-oh, you're like, ruh-roh. But no, apparently it was fine, and it kept flying. And they figured out what happened, so that's something anyway. But that's something else,
That's
man.
all this is about. As long as there's nothing tragic happens, it's all learning. You know, it's all learning.
I'd much rather see him, blow them up like that while launching them than have, something like happened with Apollo 1 and all of that, And some of the early early man flights, back with the Russians, they lost quite a few guys.
Yep.
They did. Both programs were rushing way too fast, because it is.
Oh yeah,
they're in a race. Yeah.
I mean, you can put your foot on the gas a little bit, but you can't shoot past all safety measures to get the guys back. I mean, you want to turn off the American public. Keep killing the astronauts.
Yeah. Well, was there ever a definitive answer as far as the shuttle? I remember I was in Germany when the shuttle
Yeah, it was they figured it out. It was the
first
thing
one
that
was
they make seals. There was a seal that blew out.
Yeah, basically what happened was the
O-ring
recommended
froze.
temperature was 53 degrees Fahrenheit, and because the seal was contracting in the cold, it didn't work properly because it was about 30 degrees Fahrenheit when they launched, and they were told.
I remember the temperature had something to do with it, and it's their fault, really, when you think about it, because they're too close. You don't want to go right into the very bleeding edge of the minimum parameters when you have human lives on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that
And then the
particular flight, Jesus, I mean, there was so much fanfare for that because you had that.
Oh yeah, the teacher.
the teacher on it and everything.
Yeah.
yeah,
And I was, I cried when I remember when that happened, man. That was
Mhm.
bad.
and the second one was
One of the tiles
the
came
heat
off.
shield.
One of the
Yeah, some
tiles,
of
the
the
reinforced carbon
Yeah.
broke loose.
And I
it broke loose and it actually did some other damage. And
Yeah.
Right.
It went further in.
Yeah.
who is that makes seals?
No, it bothers me. I can't remember that teacher's name.
Yeah.
Krista McAuliffe.
Oh, Chris
I knew which
McCall.
Yeah,
I couldn't get
McCullough.
I couldn't get the
The
McCall.
Australian knows it. Good job, Bill.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm just
it's one
kidding.
thing that
No, I
I've
remember
watched,
Christie,
I've
but I
watched
couldn't
so
remember
many
McCall.
of these documentaries. That's why.
Oh,
I'm just fucking with it, Bill.
yeah, just bad. Just bad. Just bad.
I was in Germany when it all went down.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, it was pretty
I
crazy.
was actually
I was,
I actually watched both of them happen. I was watching it on live TV and
Mm.
saw them both happen. It's like, wow.
Yeah,
I
I was
was-
the
in-
crazy thing for
I
go
was
ahead,
in-
Bill.
I was in. I'm sorry. I was in. It's funny. Do we all remember where we were? I was in Harvey's
Yep.
Lake, Pennsylvania, when it happened.
Yeah.
Matter of fact.
Yep.
Yeah,
Living in a little cottage with my friend, and no, we knew it as soon as it happened. We knew it right away. I was like, oh my god.
right. Well, I the funny thing for me was I had just guarded the space shuttle like a year before that at White Sands. They had done a test flight of it, and they landed it at White Sands, and then we were on guard duty for it
Was it that
because I was
particular?
stationed at
Was it that
Yeah.
shuttle?
I don't know.
Challenger.
You know what I mean? I'm a private standing on guard duty, so I don't know. I'll be honest with
They all
you.
look exactly the same. You know, you'd have to
Yeah.
read. You have to. Yeah, okay, Challenger. Got it. All right.
Yeah, I don't even
Well,
know, man. I was out
it's
there like
like-
3 o'clock in the
Probably
morning till
second.
7 o'clock in the morning. I don't know.
I think it's a shame they shelved the whole. They shelved the program, though. To tell you the truth.
Yeah. Well, we just lost a taste for it, is what it boiled down to.
Yeah, but now the private companies are doing it. They're sending up millionaires. You know, so
Yep.
Mhm.
and we all read about. I mean, I did. I don't know. I was into science fiction as a kid. Still am. But I mean, we read that there would be a time where privatization would be the thing to carry us
Yep.
into the future, and they
Yep.
even described stuff like this, like millionaires going up and just to go. You know what I mean? Some of these are. I wish I could remember what writer I read it, but he practically described. He didn't describe the tragedy. He described
Yeah.
where it was going. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right.
probably Asimov or somebody.
Yeah, it could have been Asimov or Heinlein, maybe. Heinlein.
Yeah,
Could've
Heinlein was
been-
good for
could've
that
been Heinlein.
social commentary stuff.
Yeah,
Heinlein was
Could've-
good for that kind
Could
of
have been
stuff.
Heinlein. I liked Heinlein. You know, I think out of all of them, even more than Asimov, I think he. If you read like Fahrenheit 451, he talks about
Oh yeah, yeah,
the clamshells in their ears.
yeah.
Long before we had the little tiny little, he called them clamshells, and then people eventually got good at reading lips because they never wanted to take these things out of their ears. Walls of television walls, and he wrote this back when TV was black and white and this big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he got a lot. If you read it, he got a lot right. It's pretty interesting.
Oh, sure.
Communication
Heinlein was-
device you could take anywhere and carry. See, he describes cell phones in that book.
Sure.
Pretty good.
Yeah, Heinlein, he talked about the colonization of the moon and Mars, and it was all privatized. It had very little to do with the government. It was all private entities went there.
Right. As soon as the
to do it
technology
big.
gets to the point where somebody could turn a buck, somebody can make a profit, it's going to happen.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, they found something. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the progress of mankind. Is if it benefits whoever has the shekels to do it, then that's what's going to happen.
they make the investment, and if you can put a base on the moon to get you to the asteroid belt, because that to me that's the race, in my opinion,
Yeah.
is to get to the asteroid belt to where you can mine the
Mine.
asteroids.
Yeah.
mine.
And
because
frankly,
you're gonna find.
we would think that we would want to be there just for safety reasons because somebody fucks up and they could easily end up sending one of those into the path of the Earth. I mean
Yeah.
that's where our meteorites and meteors come from is from the Kuiper Belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're mining
And
them.
comets too.
If they're mining them, they're changing their mass. They're changing,
Yeah.
which could affect their trajectory based on blah blah. Surrounding larger objects and whatever gravity they possess. It's you think you'd want to be part of it, just to make sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, But yeah, it'll be interesting because as everyone knows, I'm sure most of the super rare metals are all produced in the sun.
Yep.
So you know, and that's where all that comes from. And all the super rare metals on the Earth were probably brought here by asteroids, if I'm not mistaken, is the last theory I've read about it. So that's where they are. So you need lithium, hey,
Of course.
go get it.
Yeah.
You know, cobalt, go get it.
Cobalt,
You know what I mean? You can probably find a whole asteroid with nothing but
Iron.
cobalt, probably.
iron,
You know what I mean?
nickel.
Gold,
Yeah.
silver, you name it.
Bronze.
Yeah,
Yeah, asteroid
Yeah, they're all
farmers. That's going to
produced.
be a
yeah.
asteroid farmers will be a thing in the future, probably.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like sci-fi. Sam's right. Star Trek had tablets.
Mhm.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they did.
And cell phones, kind of.
They called them pads. Which
Right.
is funny
Cell
because
phones, you know.
iPads. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Moses used
They had
tablets.
flip phones.
Yeah,
Mhm.
flip phones. Yeah.
Yeah, the communicator.
And there
And
is a
transporters, which
Making
is
it-
bullshit. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Right.
Are you going down that road again? I heard that
Yep.
argument last night.
But
Yeah,
just
we're going to go down that one again.
to be fair,
we're
not that
not.
Gene Roddenberry wasn't somewhat of a visionary, because he was somewhat of an asshole too, by the way.
Yeah.
But
You probably have
all
to
of
be.
it's built on previous science fiction. You know what I mean? It's not like
Yeah.
I mean the writers that wrote those scripts, I'm sure read Heinlein and read Asimov and read
Sure.
you know
Yeah.
the rest of them.
Arthur C.
Fine,
Clarke.
fine.
Holy.
Arthur C. Clarke, yeah.
Arthur
you
C.
know,
Clarke was another good one.
Yep. Mhm.
So that's in there, and then they come up with what they did, and what they came up with was pretty interesting.
Lightsaber.
Well, like
Funny.
the some of the things
Now
that
you're
are
talking
in
about a
you know,
weapon, right? Not his lightsaber. You know, I mean, I don't know what you're talking about here.
I would say pink, probably.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Especially with those
sometimes
glowing-
Maybe
a deeper
flesh
shade
colored. Yeah, flesh colored. Most likely.
uh
of pink. Oh gosh, my
like the
goodness.
guy who wrote Dune. I mean, some of the stuff that's in there.
Frank Herbert.
Yeah, Frank
Frank
Herbert.
Frank Herbert. Yeah,
Frank
I knew it
Herbert.
was Herbert, but I was thinking of
Herbert.
L. Ron Hubbard. And I thought, no, that's the other
Oh,
idiot.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
Oh,
guy.
come on, L. Ron Hubbard wrote some great books. You can't
Sure he
you
did.
can't be defined by
No,
one
he was
book because
very
people don't
talented.
understand. He wrote
No, he wrote
one book
Very
that
talented
Scientology
author.
based
Yes,
they
very-
got
yeah.
based off of.
And you know why he
It's
was, in my opinion, why he was such a talented, it was
Dianetics for the
very
word. is the-
very
is the
talented
book.
author, but
Yeah.
it's because he believed what he wrote. You know what I mean? And you know, he believed what he wrote because obviously
Yeah.
because he created, like you said, Dianetics, Scientology, all that.
I
stuff.
read the book. It was like,
I'm not a
read
big
some of the
fan.
science fiction, and it wasn't bad.
The science fiction is good.
Right, but
It's
his,
very detailed and
Yes,
and you
yeah.
know whatever, very well fleshed out. His books are,
Stranger in
my
a Strange Land. That was Heinlein, wasn't it?
Yeah. Stranger in a Strange Land with Heinlein. Yep.
That and
That's Heinlein.
Fahrenheit 451 are two of the best books I read when I was a kid.
Well, that was Aldous Huxley.
oh, she going?
No.
All right, Alexis.
Let's see, honey.
Right. No, it's Ray Bradbury is Fahrenheit.
Yes,
451.
You're
That's
right. And I like Bradbury too. He's kind of weird, but I like him too. He's good.
Yeah,
Bradbury's not bad. He's got his moments, of course.
Eric von Daniken.
Yep.
Who
Chariots
wrote
of Fire.
the Electric Sheep? You know, do
Yeah, that's
do
Robert
robots
Heinlein.
dream of electric sheep? That's
That's
Heinlein,
Robert
right?
A.
That's
Heinlein.
Heinlein.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I thought. That's a crazy book.
God, I'm gonna have to go back and start reading some of these guys again. I haven't read any of them in
Yeah.
years.
Yeah,
Well,
L.
you
Ron
know,
Hubbard, though.
Do you like that kind of stuff? Sci-fi, Lloyd?
Yeah, I do. I like
When
sci-fi. I also like fantasy. Like Game of Thrones type stuff. Not not that other kind of fantasy.
Oh, Game of Bones.
Yeah.
Thor-
Dragons and vampires and anything,
fantasy.
along that line.
Mhm.
That's science fantasy.
But
I
yeah,
don't know. I
I-
have a little. I'm not crazy about fantasy, science fantasy at all. Actually,
Right.
which was what Star Wars is more science.
Right,
fantasy.
yeah, it's just a space opera.
But it's
That's all
fun.
it is.
It's a
Yeah,
space,
it's
but it's
space opera.
it's fun. It's worth watching. Good, great for the time period whenever the movie was released. Always has top of the watermark. effects, you know,
1977.
and
Yeah.
Right.
fast moving and fun, attractive people,
Mhm.
just fun, you know. So I don't mind it. I like it a lot actually. And Lord of the Rings. Now that's not
Lord
science,
of the
but
yeah.
it's fantasy. I like that old Dungeons and Dragons. I'll admit it. Good stuff.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Art,
Oh, Lord of the
Art
That was
was
Rings.
hard.
flirting over there.
It's
Yeah,
like,
Art
get
thinks
to the
That's
friggin' place. Why do we
Yeah,
need
Hobbit.
3 hours to get to gosh darn place? Get there.
Good. Go figure. Art doesn't like hobbits.
Yeah,
You
of
know
course.
who
Yeah.
else? Who the
And he's
fuck
probably never read he's
It's
probably never
crazy.
read The Hobbit or the other three or the 3 books of the Lord of the Rings.
It's too Hobbit for me.
It's too Hobbit for me.
Yeah.
Killing me, precious.
Like, that wasn't
Precious.
bad. Hobbit for me.
No, that's
I know.
actually
I
pretty-
agree with Art that it did drag though. The movie
Oh,
they made
yeah.
3 movies of a fucking 2-day trip.
The
They made,
pacing was
you know what I'm saying?
wrong, but
I'm
I
saying.
thought first of all, the effects were flawless throughout
Yeah.
that movie. Seriously, I mean, you watch the movie, it doesn't get any better. Well, maybe
Yeah.
someday in the future it gets better, but I don't know how on my television. But anyway,
I thought it was pretty good.
yeah, and there were twists and turns, and it was rooting for the little guy, and this, you know, you get the gluttonous, too skinny fucking guys being carried by the trees and this and that. I mean, the whole thing was, I don't know, I thought it was exciting and fun and just fun. You know, I like that movie.
In the
It was all right.
I like the dwarves.
Yeah.
You know, I
In
think
the original Hobbit, the unabridged version,
Hmm.
he spent the first chapter talking about that damn pony he was riding. One whole friggin' chapter just to get on the son of a bitch.
Yeah, he had to get the pony moving. That was The Hobbit. You mean the original?
Yeah, the original.
The Hobbit about Bilbo Baggins.
Yeah, with Bilbo Baggins.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Hobbit.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Hobbit.
I think that's the one. The uncle.
BB.
Because
Yeah,
Frodo.
Bilbo.
Frodo,
Yeah.
Frodo was the yeah, right. Bilbo.
Frodo was the nephew. Yeah.
Well, that's why I kind of appreciated the later movies that were prequels, you know, which actually explained a lot, you know, because I believe that's what he originally wrote, you know, for his. I think the
They're pretty
story
close,
is that this fellow wrote this for his son during World War II while he was overseas, and
Sure.
you know, gave him something to read at night and something to, I don't know, get his mind away from.
That's how Peter Pan was written. Was somebody writing stories for their kids.
For the kids, yeah.
Well, his kid was a soldier overseas during World War II. Is the story, and he was trying to, I guess. I mean, allegedly. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? Millions of dollars later, but allegedly, it was separate his mind from the death and destruction and the carnage all around him, and you know, write a story about a fantastical era of death and destruction. And
yeah, I know. I was just kind of thinking that. I'm like, yeah, but no, I agree with Art though. It does drag. I mean, once you've introduced flying things and magic, I got to ask myself, why do these 2 fucking dudes got to walk all the way here? Throw them on one of those damn eagles and fly them over there real quick and drop the ring in the volcano.
That final leg on the eagle
like,
was I get that, because you're absolutely right. These and they were badass on top of it. Like if anything, if anything interfered with them, those eagles took them right the F out. You know what I mean? It's like, well, why couldn't we bring them over? Maybe they limited range, I guess. I don't know. Gotta
whatever. The movie can't happen. It's the same thing. The story can't happen if you face it logically. That's the bottom line.
You rip it to pieces.
Yeah, that's the bottom line. Who goes into a haunted house? Nobody. But guess what? These 3 do, because the story's got to happen.
Well, you got to remember who Tolkien was and what he was. You know, it was a morality play too. You know, the good and evil. Yeah.
You can't forget the walk trees as well.
No, but the movie would have ended in 25 minutes if they jumped on the eagles.
Oh yeah,
it just flew. Right you know, boom.
Yeah, it's not like World of Warcraft where you can get on a flying dragon and get halfway across the world in 30 seconds. Yeah.
Boop. It's over.
Those eagles were killing the bad guys like they were breaking sticks. You know, like they were nothing. It's like if you had that at the beginning, there'd be nothing to fight. You know what I mean? What?
You done fucked up now. Did anybody watch the new version of Lord of the Rings? Where now the orcs are considered to be they soften the orcs like they tell them their backstories and
I've
make
seen
you
that.
feel sorry for them and shit.
The rings of
Hey,
power.
every life comes
Yeah.
from somewhere. Every life deserves respect.
Yeah. I feel sorry for the orcs and stuff like that. And there's
Yeah,
girl
and that's
bosses
why
and
that show
whatnot.
was such a failure.
Well, they show that these orcs were simple creatures and they were led down a path, and blah blah blah.
Yeah. It's not their fault. Okay, he tricked them into being assholes. Apparently, normally they're really nice people.
Those lead ones would just like eat parts of your body and like probably demand that you kept it alive so it stayed fresh. They were just they couldn't have been any more repulsive. But whatever.
Yeah.
They did have their own backstory.
Frodo, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was in Godfather.
Yeah, that's him.
No, that was that. You're
They call him Harry. They call him Harry too. They call him Harry.
No, you're getting that Hogfather.
Frodo, Bilbo, Harry Baggins.
Right.
Harry Baggins. Brown chicken, brown cow. That's like a porn star name.
Harry
Hey, babe.
Baggins.
Harry Baggins here. How you want to pay for this pizza? Brown
it's
chicken, brown cow.
Anyway,
What's in-
I liked Lord of the Rings, no matter what you want to say. I liked it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Game of Thrones. I did.
Mhm.
Because I don't know, I just change the pace. And I like stuff with dragons in sometimes,
Mhm.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I like
I
Game
read
of
it
Thrones for the
long
first couple
before
How
the
to
seasons.
Train Your Dragon was a good one. Yeah.
I get in this thing where I just start watching things set in ancient Rome, for example. You know what I mean? Like Gladiator. Gladiator's a great movie.
Mm.
But there's a lot of
Gladiator 2.
there's a lot of good movies. Nah, Gladiator's okay. Okay, it's but there's Perseus. What movie was that?
Clash of the Titans.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Terrible effects. That need
The old
that
one?
would be
With that
Hanzi
stupid
really-
old
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is
Old owl whose wings were so slow you could count the flaps, and he still managed.
How about
to
the old
fly.
one?
That's the original.
Yeah.
That's
The one
The
with
OG
Burgess
one where they used
Meredith.
stop action?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Medusa, stop action Medusa was just
Yeah, Harry Hauser, I believe, isn't it,
Painful.
Lloyd?
Yeah, Harry
Harry
Hauser.
Hauser. Harry
Yeah.
Hauser. He invented
They
that.
have gone
That was
back.
state of the art back then. That was
Yeah.
state of the art, man, back then.
They have gone back and used modern.
CGI.
They've taken the actual clips, and merged it with CGI.
Mhm.
And boy, it's really good when they do it that way. But
well, they got all kinds
nobody
of-
wants to
they-
redo
they
the
have
original
digital, They have
movies.
digital now, and they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Seriously, But back then, I mean,
That
when you
was-
watched it, you realized it was claymation, because that's what it looked like,
Yeah.
But it was the story that you were watching, It wasn't.
Yes.
The effects were there just to keep you in the story, not wow you. I mean,
The
after that,
Voyages of Sinbad.
special effects
Right.
started wowing us
Sinbad.
after that.
Yeah, that's another one. Brother, that was state of the art back then. That
was.
There wasn't any better. There wasn't any better.
And actually,
Everybody else was worse.
in one
Everybody
of,
else was worse.
in one of the Sinbad movies, John Wayne's son played in it.
Oh,
Patrick Wayne.
yeah, Patrick.
Oh, yeah, it's a
Played
kid.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he played. Yeah, it was the middle child. It was because Michael was the oldest, Patrick, and then I forgot what the last one was. But Patrick was. He's also a game show host at one time, like the match game or something like that. But yeah,
Mhm.
he played Sinbad in one of the movies.
I want to float something. Back then, again, the special effects were primitive, and what happened is, I think, is that they did a better storyline because it wasn't about coming to the theater and watching the special effects and the movies.
Yeah.
Because now they can do anything with
Right.
digital and AI. You can make
Mhm.
anything look real. You could do anything. And what are they doing? They're copying the old stories. Like they have no imagination anymore. They're
I've
redoing
been
all the
saying
old
that for years.
You know what I mean? And which is fine, I guess. We get to see the stuff that we loved. And just don't change it too much because sometimes they
Yeah.
they do stuff to it. I won't get into politics, but they do stuff to it, and it
Yeah.
ruins it. You know, just redo it. It was great the way it was, and we'll enjoy it. You know, I know that's me. I don't know, maybe. Somebody just came in.
No, to add to, he shared a screen.
Oh, okay. Let's share the screen.
Okay.
Of course,
Oh,
Artie's going to share something
Oh,
totally inappropriate.
Can I get a fucking
Somebody
Is that
take that
new?
app away from him.
is that
Okay.
Somebody
new?
hack Art's phone and take that friggin' app away from him.
Okay. then. But Art,
Really bad special effects.
did you think
That
of
was
that
an
because
example.
something we said and
Argonauts.
you were supporting it wholeheartedly with that? Oh yeah. Or did you made that recently and you just wanted to show it off?
Yeah. Well, you were talking about special effects, and I thought, hey, I was just
Hey, he's
Yeah,
got a
that's-
point.
That's the
Yeah.
only
Give the
excuse
devil
he
his
could.
due.
I already gave him the excuse. I said, yeah, that's an example of bad special effects.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
just like you're right. But that's like special education effects. We're talking about
Oh
actual,
wow.
you know,
Oh wow.
where you click a button on an app. You know, anybody could you could do it by mistake. And by the way, you look 10 years
Really?
younger. You look 10 years younger in that video.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, not
By the way,
looking good. Looking good.
Well, at least he wasn't flying in that one. And for God's sake, don't show that.
oh, yeah, no, I saw that. That was his mouth. His
Yeah.
mouth was open the whole time. Were you catching flies?
Catching flies on that, yeah.
Yeah.
What was
Jason
going
and the
on?
Argonauts was a good movie too. I don't. Charlton Heston. What was the one with Charlton Heston? Was that Charlton Heston?
He was
Yeah.
Moses?
Well,
I
he
don't know.
plays.
It was
He
Moses.
doesn't play Jason though, does he? He plays Ulysses, right?
Ulysses, yeah.
Yeah. Is
Ulysses,
it the Odyssey or the Iliad or it's some
It would've been
movie?
the Odyssey,
It's
yeah.
based on the Iliad or the Odyssey, right?
Well, there
Yeah.
was a movie called The
Mark?
Iliad and the Odyssey, wasn't there? I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't Charlton Heston, was it?
The Iliad was by Virgil.
I mean,
no.
he was
Charlton
Moses.
Heston's an actor who was in the movie.
We had to read that in Latin.
Yeah, I've read that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Yeah, I
have
read it a
too.
bunch of times. I really like that book. It's really
Yeah.
good.
I
like the
actually
Iliad
own
and the
copies
Odyssey.
of both the Iliad and the Odyssey.
Yep.
Charlton Heston was fantastic as Moses, by the way. That was a great role.
Yes, he was.
But
And there was
Timeless.
now right there was a movie that the way that was done, that shows some really spectacular set designs back before
Yeah.
they
Well, you
had.
know, for the time period that was,
Yeah,
it's
same
very
with the-
clean. It's very there's nothing that you would look at it and think, yeah, it's cheesy. The
Just
whole thing was top
Ben
notch.
Hur. I mean that
Especially for
chariot
the
race.
time.
and
Ben
there's no movie bigger than Ben Hur.
Yeah.
Ben Hur.
Mm-hmm.
Ben-Hur.
I got-
Lawrence of
did
Arabia.
a-
That was a far-sweeping movie, my friend.
Yeah, it was. But when
Yeah,
it comes to
It was
Another one.
Lawrence.
Dr. Shivago was another movie where
they did
the locations were insane.
yeah. Well, they did a special viewing of Ben Hur. It was a reviewing of it, and all the schools were invited, and it was at this one of these big cinemascope semi-rounded, you know.
IMAX.
No, it was before IMAX. This was
Oh.
There's 70
it's
mil.
back in the 60s, okay?
Oh.
And they actually gave us program books that had introduced each character and the actors, and and it told how many people, like where the chariot jumps over at that one spot. They were trying to get the other chariots out of the way, and he had to jump over it. Well, that was an accident. They were supposed to clear it, and one of the guys got killed
Oh wow.
during that
What?
chariot race. So yeah, but yeah. So I mean, I got to see it on the big screen, and it was an amazing piece of work. Yeah, I don't like the new one as well. And all of that was written by a guy who'd never been over there. He was actually a general in the Union Army, and eventually He's the one who offered amnesty to Billy the Kid
Mm.
because he was the territorial governor of New Mexico right after the what was it, Lincoln County Wars? Yeah,
Mhm.
General Lew Wallace. I only
Yeah,
know because
Cleopatra.
I've also read the book, so I'm a big fan of
Mm.
all that.
Mhm.
That was one of my favorites. But
Yeah,
the
I don't want to get into
pageantry
this. Mm.
of what they did with it back
it's,
then.
it's interesting. You brought up
Yeah.
Cleopatra. You must be an amazing. I mean, granted, she was born into a royal family and a descendant of
Ptolemy.
Ptolemy, who was
Yeah.
who's Greek, basically. What's the northern part of Greece? At the
Yeah.
time
Macedonia.
He
Macedonia.
was Macedonian, this and that. I
Macedonia,
mean, but
yeah.
to come from that, and you're surrounded by people who are not of your race, although there were quite a few that were. But the bottom line is, we still talk about her. How many thousands of years later? I mean,
Yeah.
that's an amazing life that someone has led. And there's been other pharaohs and other kings and
Mhm.
other people who were at one point possibly the most powerful person in the world, and we don't know their names, but we'll always,
Right.
you know what I mean? It's just amazing that really you're eternal. If you can reach that level in life where people are still talking about you thousands of years later.
Thousands of
What's
yeah,
interesting is though,
And
what
it
did
wasn't because she
Cleopatra
was
actually
it wasn't
do?
because she was a mass murderer, you know,
yeah. She killed her
or,
brother.
What did she do?
or a
Killed her
usurper.
What did she
brother.
actually do? I
Well,
know,
no,
but what
she
did
was
she
a
actually
murderer.
do?
She was a murderer.
No. What did she actually do?
And what was
to-
her?
Well,
yeah, what was her great accomplishment?
she hooked up
Did
with
She
Rome.
banged two. She
She
banged
hooked up with Rome, and
Yeah.
Rome helped her
banged two
defeat,
Romans.
and Rome helped her defeat the enemy, the Philistines, helped her defeat the enemies of Egypt. They were
Right.
getting the shit kicked out of them in a lot of different areas, and economically the country was starting to fail. And it was between her and her brother, and you ended up killing her brother. It was a kid.
Yeah.
Right.
He was
Mhm.
and I didn't say she wasn't a murderer. She was, but she
No,
didn't
no,
do
no.
it. She
Her
didn't do
great
it through mass
accomplishments,
murder
though, are
like
not.
say Genghis Khan. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. What did she do?
Yeah.
Mm.
She
She
threw
banged a couple
she put
Romans.
herself out there, and she captured Caesar's heart. That's the story. Whatever she did to
Mhm.
get Rome's support without actually losing control of the country at the same time,
Yeah.
because
And then ended up with
that could easily happen. You
sleeping
know,
with
you
Mark
ask
Anthony
support
and that kind
from
of.
a vastly more powerful.
Yep.
Right. Well, she lost control of the country anyway.
Well,
The
she
Romans
died.
took
There was
over.
that. There was
Yeah,
that.
well, the Romans took over
What have the Romans
Egypt,
ever
and it
done
made
for
it
us?
the capital. Well, let's see. They built roads. They
No,
helped
they didn't just
form.
Yeah, they built
did
They
pyramids.
set the.
they built
Well, I'll
roads.
keep telling you if you want to hear it.
No,
There's only
no.
one thing.
But that's not why she went there. She went there. She went there for protection because her
Oh.
enemies were banging at the gates. So that was accomplished. What happened
She
later?
let Caesar bang at her gate.
Well, you know what? The guys that Caesar was a good one. Then he got killed. Then she went with Mark Antony. He was a good one, but then he got defeated. So eventually, yeah,
Because of her.
it didn't work out in the long run. But for those whatever amount of
Yeah.
years,
Yeah, in the
did
end,
what
she
did
felt
to
like a
protect-
real ass.
She did what she did to protect Egypt.
I was waiting for that.
Yes, what she did.
Yeah.
She did what she did to protect Egypt.
Sure.
She did. You're right. She was,
Yeah.
So
and she's the most. She's the most well known of any of the past queens, other than
Right.
two others would probably be Victoria, and then of course Elizabeth, Elizabeth the First, Victoria, and Elizabeth the
What
Second.
about Catherine?
Catherine,
Well,
the
there
Great-
is
the Great.
Catherine too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So she ranks up there with the most powerful women in the world at one point. And
Yes.
in
Right.
history, right.
Queen. She was
who?
Catherine the Great. She wasn't a queen.
Yeah, she was a
No.
She was
Tsarina.
Tsarina of Russia.
No.
She was a
She was the
Tsarina.
Empress.
Yeah.
She
Empress.
was.
Yeah.
She was the Empress of Russia.
Now to
Yeah.
Google.
She had her husband killed, and then she took over the country and really brought Russia into the modern era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
She was actually a German princess married to Tsar Peter.
Right.
Yeah.
She was German, right? German-born
Yep.
empress.
Yep.
She was an empress. She was an empress.
An empress.
Well, as far as Russia was concerned, that's the same as a king, dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who ruled
Yeah.
Russia for
Yeah.
34 years, expanding its territory, championing the arts and education, and
Right.
westernizing the country. She had a huge effect on Russia.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
She was an enlightened. I like how they put this. She was an enlightened despot. You put enlightened next to despot,
Yeah.
who significantly influenced Russian politics and culture. Legends of her scandalous deaths, such as in a sexual act with a horse, are false. She died from a stroke, because I heard that one. She died from a stroke on November 17th, 1796. Strong woman. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
all. You got to give credit, because these people will be known forever. No matter how poorly they teach history in school, they're just some names they'll always hear.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, unless they really try to strike it down and make them like Lincoln, like they'd be smirching Lincoln now, for example.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, Cleopatra was the seventh. Cleopatra.
Was
She was Cleopatra the seventh.
she finally
Was
took
she really?
seven tries? She got it right.
Yeah, according to Google. Now, this is the first time I've never heard that before.
I
They got her listed as Cleopatra 7.
I guess she didn't invent the name. I guess.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Well,
I
how
mean,
long
and the
Cleopatra-
Egyptians were big on that shit anyway, right? They
Yeah.
keep the same name.
Ramses
You know,
the second.
Ramses the 23rd or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find one because there's a really
But
famous
how many
queen that I.
Tutankhamons were there?
The
Yeah.
Yeah.
what was Bathsheba?
You know, I like that name, Bathsheba. I can
Yeah, I
see
like that name too.
Bathsheba was
The Queen of Sheba. I know that one, but I don't know Bathsheba.
Well,
You've never heard Bathsheba. Oh well, let's learn.
Oh, Lloyd
I think-
should know. He
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sitting
great
there trying to
with
put
her.
it together. Yeah. Bathsheba had been married to one of David's generals, and he sent him to the front line so he could take her as a wife.
Oh.
Bathsheba, an Israelite queen consort, according to the Hebrew Bible, she was the wife of Uriah the Hittite, and later of David, with whom she had all of her 5 children.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And that's when he did that. That's when he biblically, at least according to Hebrew and biblical, that's when he lost favor with God.
Nefertiti. That's the one I was looking for.
Oh,
Nefertiti.
Oh,
I
that's a
couldn't
big
think of
one.
her name.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nefertiti.
That's another one that's had a lot of
Here, show the
influence.
first.
And a cool name. Name your kid Nefertiti. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nefertiti. Yeah. Yeah. It took me a minute. I was like, I knew I had one.
What was the one they
Probably from the Mummy. Huh?
What was the one they made a film about where it was a fire or a goblet or something?
What?
Ooh. Huh? What?
Goblet, huh?
Goblet of Fire? Harry
No.
That's
Potter?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Mhm.
It was an Egyptian one, I'm sure it was.
It was about a goblet and fire. That's all we got from you. So we
Could
need more.
be.
We need
It
more.
wasn't the Mummy,
information.
was it?
No.
Hmm.
I'm thinking. Let me think.
I know. I still got Harry Potter stuck in my head. Sorry.
No, I do too.
Tom
And I
Riddle
like
is
those
another one
movies
I've heard
too,
of
by the way.
before.
Ridiculous.
I do too.
silly-
Yeah.
Ridiculous, silly, fun movies. That's all. Just fun.
Yeah.
Harmless fun.
Let's see.
Zenobia, I've heard that one before.
Wife of King Solomon.
King Solomon's mine.
No.
He's not yours. You're in Australia. King Solomon belongs to someone. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, Mark. Why don't you drop out and come back with? And I called it, didn't I? He turned black and then you were
Oh,
squished.
My phone went. Not like that. Kate phoned me.
Oh, not that one.
Yeah, those Apple phones, they're really great to stream on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah.
phoned me.
Huh?
My phone rang.
Oh, it's all right.
Naamah was the wife of King Solomon. So,
Okay.
so
All right. What did she do?
she had the next heir.
I mean, we have more modern heroines and people that we can easily remember and name and know who they are right away. Like Amelia Earhart and stuff like
That
that.
was the first one I was thinking of.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Black Widow.
Right. But they're all relatively recent. You know what I'm saying? It's just awe inspiring that someone could live 4,000 or whatever, 2,000 years ago even, and we know who they are immediately when someone says their name.
Mhm.
That's amazing. What do you think?
Yeah,
Think
yeah.
about it. How would you like to? Well, I guess I don't know. The paparazzi would be terrible. But no, how would you? Just that you would leave that kind of mark that makes you eternal, and I just like that idea.
Mhm.
I wonder if it's because because it's harder to what's the word I'm looking for? Immortalize those kind of people back in the day than it is now. So
Well, that's just it.
I
mean,
wonder
there was no newspapers, there was no television, there was no rail. How did those stories get so just word of mouth, but spread so far and
carved
wide,
in stone.
and then and carved in stone and reproduced and still known? I mean, yeah, a couple of thousand years from now, someone might be digging through YouTube servers and find these, us seven,
Yeah, there you go.
Seven dwarves.
but
No, there's too many celebrities now is why. Back then you're only going to hear stories about Cleopatra or Mark Anthony because
and you know what? That's
that
all
was
you
the
care about.
choices.
That's
That's the
all
choices.
that's all you care
You know
about.
what I mean?
They have total control
There's no
over your life.
Kardashians. There's no Kardashians. You know what I mean?
They have total control over your lives. That's all you really actually care about, aside from your own immediate family, is
Right.
the one that can end your life tomorrow or take all your possessions from you on a whim, because that's what it was like back then.
It might
It all
have been
depends.
Salome.
Typhoid.
Salome.
Yeah, typhoid Mary.
Typhoid Mary.
Typhoid Mary, yeah.
The woman who
Madame
didn't wash her
Curie
hands
was
when she went
famous.
to the bathroom. That will be, and she'll be remembered all through history for that. That's amazing.
Pinky Fingers Mary. That was her other name. Mary Stiff My Fingers Typhoid. I don't know what her last name was.
Oh my finger.
Stiff my finger.
Like
There you go.
Mary Miracle Live
Yeah.
Mary
forever.
Bird.
Yeah, Mary, yeah.
Well, as long as art keeps reproducing her name.
Yeah, as Marcus stays around. No, it's surprising to me. I mean, Betsy Ross, for example, she might be remembered
Hey guys,
for sewing a
Betsy Ross.
flag.
Right, we still remember her. And what did she
Oh
do?
yeah, we gotta give away the.
Yeah, we're gonna give away.
Yeah, we're
Give
late.
away your
I
red
thought we
rocket.
put it around 9 o'clock. Okay, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, let's do hashtag rocket in the chat, please.
Hashtag rocket.
Yeah,
Pocket rocket.
ROCKET for those less initiated.
Are you thinking?
Red rocket or just rocket?
I'll save you sending it to the UK because I can't be asked coming off this to go back into YouTube to write in the chat.
Come on, guys. Hashtag rocket. Let's see something.
Rocket. It's rocket
There you
the
go.
rocket.
Hashtag rocket. 2 people so far. I got a 50-50
Rocket,
chance.
not rocket
So far.
man, Brian.
Oh, now there's 3. Dang it, Lloyd.
Mhm.
I'm just kidding. I'm sending it to Lloyd anyway if I win.
Let me open my burner account.
Yeah, open your burner account.
What does that thing cost anyway? $20 or something?
40.
$40?
Yep.
Man, he's
Well,
he's
that's what
going
it is.
high dollar on the giveaway tonight, folks. A $40 prize.
That's what it is now. Like if I decided to just buy one on Amazon and send it to them, it's $39.99. So 40 plus tax. It may have been more than that, but I don't know. I don't remember. I thought
ICBM does not count.
I remember 50, but whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, come on. I've only got. Let me see. I got Waypoint, Captain Joe, Lloyd, Ray, Northside Hawk, Nanny's Attic,
Captain Joe. Where's he at? Oh, there he is. Yep, you're right.
London Art.
got
Well, I'm doing participants. I'm just going to copy and paste participants in. I'm assuming
Gotcha.
everybody that's. There you go.
I've already got one.
Captain Joe.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to
Yeah.
do. Just going to
Yeah,
copy
Alexis
and paste.
already
This
had
isn't
one,
built
she
in or
said.
something.
Alexa still needs to send me my lightsaber.
All right, guys.
Just
I
kidding.
guess that's it. We don't have a lot of interest in this in our fun toy here. Hold on.
Well, I'm
Well, they
interested.
don't know
That's
what you've
why I'm
done
calling
with
in
it.
for it.
By the way, Lloyd, going back to Sword and Sorcery, if you haven't already read any of his, try Michael Moorcock.
Giggity.
I'm sorry,
I'm
but
trying to think.
just his name alone bothers me.
Well, he used
Be
to write.
jealous.
He used to write songs for Hawkwind as well.
Yeah,
Hmm.
All right.
But
not a
the
great band.
Elric series and the Corum series
Mm.
are Sword and Sorcery.
Moorcock.
Yeah, I was an absolutely fiend for reading. I read every mythology there ever was. That was one of my. I
Yeah.
spent a whole summer reading nothing. I used to live at the library because my home situation wasn't very good. So I would literally get up in the morning and go to the library and basically spend the whole day there, until they close sometimes in the summer, and just read books. And I'd go on these little kicks, and I'd read like the whole mythology section just about. I mean, I would just start here and just read all the books. And mythology I always found very interesting. And you read about Thor, the Norse mythology,
Oh, there you
Hindu
go.
mythology, mythology, stuff like that. It's very super duper interesting. Okay. Guinness World Records 2023. You got the world record for cute, Alexis.
Artie,
Yeah.
I see you put yourself in a second time. That's cute.
Got
I
this out here.
said
All right, who's
burner.
Skip? Do we know Skip Miller?
Yep,
Oh, do we?
he's on. Yep, he's on Paul Murray's channel.
Oh, he's okay. All right, that's cool. All right,
Mhm.
here we go.
Let me go to my fishing channel.
Yeah, I think I've read the
Go ahead, Art.
order
It's not happening.
Chronicles of Korra books, Mark.
Yeah.
I'm copying and pasting these names. I can do whatever the heck I want there, Artie, my friend. Okay, let's get this thing going in it. Well,
Yeah, let's do it.
It
Let's
was
do
Prince
it.
from Jez.
Does Streamlabs have a giveaway function like no, not Streamlabs? Yeah, Streamlabs like StreamYard does.
Restream.
I don't know.
I know. I was asking a question about the new service, Art.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that's
have
it.
no idea. Yeah,
I
Well,
was
I
just
have no idea.
curious if Streamlabs has a
I
giveaway
don't know.
function
I'll
like
look into
StreamYard
it, though.
does.
There it is.
Oh, there we go.
See, this is kind of weak, Okay, so does it have a sound?
Wow,
Who's
why is Ray
Art
Kelly
Code?
so big?
I don't see
just kidding.
Art Code.
What do you mean
Oh,
you
there
don't see
it
it?
is.
Shut up.
It's right there. It's in red.
Yep, I see it.
Red.
What is
I
wrong?
see
Yeah.
red.
Conservative.
All right,
Yeah.
so click
No,
this.
one.
Red.
All right, so click the spin. I don't really. I've used it
Right.
like once, I think. Do I have a? Yeah, I have a drum roll. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, we're very excited about this. Oh, it's got a dome. Built in.
Oh, okay. And coming around, it's gonna be Northside Hawk, all the way to Australia.
Yay!
Yay!
Give it to Lloyd.
Northside Hawk.
Yeah.
What?
Congratulations, Dominic.
You don't want to pay the shipping, give it to Lloyd.
Hashtag prize
Yeah.
dumpster.
Send it to Lloyd. Lloyd, will you actually fly it if I send it to you?
Yeah, actually, I would. I've already been thinking of someplace,
That's
Some-
it.
some area that
Some place
I
to put
could
it because
fly
I got
at.
an idea. Oh,
Yeah.
somewhere where you can put it, Bucko.
Lloyd, I'm sure
No.
you sent me your address. In fact, I know I have your address somewhere, but
Yeah.
I'll send it to you again.
text it anyway.
I hope you do.
Yeah.
know
How can
by
anybody
heart.
not have Lloyd's address?
Yeah, I know.
It might not have Lloyd's. That's crazy.
Having it, it's going to have to go scrolling looking for it, But yeah, that'd be good.
I haven't got like,
Hilarious.
yeah, I haven't got anybody's.
Good old.
Did you say
good
thank you to
old-
Dominic?
Yeah,
Floyd?
thank you, Dominic, very much. I do
Okay.
appreciate that.
There you go. Mark,
Oh,
I'm
wow.
sorry. I
Nothing else, you can
interrupted.
put it on one of your trucks. You can put it on your RC trucks, like trailer. Did you make a trailer for your RC truck yet?
I
You
actually
can
have a
pretend like
trailer.
you're-
Yeah,
Yeah, you can pretend like you're
yeah, I have
hauling
a
a rocket
flatbed
to a launch
trailer I
pad
can haul it
and
on.
everything.
You're right.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah, you can just drive it there and then unload it, then launch it, and then pretend like you're Elon Musk and have it land back on the trailer.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Dominic.
Mhm.
Really.
Damn it. That's the only reason I put the hashtag in there.
Yeah, I thought
Oh,
me
yeah,
too,
well.
man. Me too.
Well, thank you guys. For,
All right, it'll get there.
The grumpy Rocketeer.
Maybe,
I'm sure that's what he meant there,
maybe,
right?
maybe now I'll
Yeah.
send you these Air 2S props I have sitting here forever and ever.
Well, when you do that, I'll send you the Mavic 3 props I have. I found like 20 Mavic 3
What
props.
They just
Oh, you don't have a Mavic 3, you have the Air 3S.
Air
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know what I'm doing with all these goddamn props.
You have to
Mavic 3.
buckler to the end
I
of
ain't
it.
sending I ain't sending them bitches.
Oh,
You gotta get me. $10 props, $20 props.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
pretty
How I
funny.
made those. They just, I guess, didn't fit in the. You don't want to bend them. You put them.
okay, I
Yeah.
sent you text.
Huh?
I sent you text on your phone
Oh, okay.
with my address. So
All right. 10-4.
You have to attach sparklers.
Grumpy, damn it.
yeah, I know.
Flash Gordon.
But no, I have a. It'll hold. It'll actually hold two 10th scale pickup trucks on the back of it,
Okay.
Oh, wow.
and I've
Nth-
got a.
Nth scale. Wow, that's big.
Yeah,
Big-ish.
yeah.
You know,
It's about 4 foot long.
Yeah, you could 3D print like some carriers, like some
If it's 4 feet
cradle,
long,
like
it's
some
more,
cradles, and lay it down on there.
if it's 4 feet long, it's more than 10th. Because if it was 10th, it would be like a model of a 40-foot long vehicle.
Oh, that's a good point.
I'll have to go measure it. It's probably closer to 3 foot, maybe would be more. It's pretty damn big. It's pretty damn long.
This
Still
is a
be a
semi
pretty-
trailer. Semi trailer's gonna be 53 feet.
Yeah, it was originally a gooseneck, and it's a gooseneck being converted to a bumper pull. So, but
Cool.
it's a car
Sweet.
hauler or a flatbed, I should say. Yeah,
What are you going to do with that?
I
To haul
got
that
it.
rocket around.
Yeah, I bought it because I knew someday I'd have a rocket and I would need to
Right.
haul it on
Yeah.
something. So,
Well, it's sensible to build up. You're starting at the platform.
right,
You know,
yeah, it's
you got
build,
that.
yeah, build right on up. Yeah,
Next to be the
yeah.
the fins.
I could 3D print. Like what's that movie with Spies Like Us? Was that it?
Oh,
the
yeah.
Russian
Yeah,
rocket
yeah.
launcher thing. Yeah, I could build
There
one
you
of
go.
them for the rocket.
Oh God. Secret Service will probably show up at your house.
Okay, you're talking about that. Scott, that reminds me. Like when I was into radio control for the brief period of my life that I was in high school. God, I really wanted, and I think that kit is still out there somewhere. It was a B-17 RC kit, but this was back in the days of fuel. We had 4,
Yeah.
2 horsepower fuel motors on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The thing would be, but I believe it had a 10-foot wingspan.
Yeah, that's about right.
And
right, yeah.
what a cool thing! A 30-pound payload you could put in
Yeah.
RC. And to this day, I still want that thing. I remember wanting that as a kid so bad. Pretty sure it was
Yeah.
fiberglass because it wasn't. I don't believe it was a kit you built. I think you got fiberglass parts for the body and you put it together.
Right.
But you had plenty of power. Those 4 motors. It didn't matter what it weighed so much.
I've been wanting to get the.
I'm sorry.
I keep thinking I'm going to buy the A10 one of these days when I've got the money. I've got it now. But it's got like I think it's got about a 4.5, 5 foot wingspan on it. So
Cool.
it's got retractable landing gears.
Mhm.
But I'm real concerned that I'll spend $500 and in 30 minutes I'll have crashed it and it'll
Oh,
be
it's
worth
going to
it.
be more than that, there, Haas.
Yeah, I think they're about 600 now.
Mhm.
That's it.
Yeah.
Pretty cheap for
It's
everything.
not
Yeah,
bad,
yeah.
but he's right.
For
He's right about crashing it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, come on now.
It's a foamy. All of them are now.
I sent my POS for the swim. That was $700.
Yeah, there you go.
But I did get like 5,500 views. So
Yeah.
There you have it.
there you have it.
Ah, there it is.
And it was only 700 because I replaced it with used.
Yeah, and he
You
crashed
got
it
the battery. You got. I'm sorry. What?
considerably more.
¿Qué pasó?
I said he crashed it, and the crane was worth considerably more than 700.
Well, actually, the drone itself would be by itself would be nearly that. At the time.
Oh.
I paid half that. For the drone, but I wanted to replace the battery, props, whatever else the fuck I had on it. It ended up costing me about $700. Yeah.
Yeah, it flies with the 6S battery, and right now it is $479.
Well, there you go.
Is that complete with the receiver and everything?
It comes with it just doesn't come with. You got to buy your own controller, but yeah.
No, you would buy a controller and a
Yeah,
receiver.
it's a bind and fly. Yeah, it's a bind and fly. You have to buy your controller, but everything
So
else.
his bind and fly, he's got the
All right,
receiver.
well, bind and fly's got a receiver. Yeah, that's cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, make sure you buy whatever protocol receiver. I don't know nothing about it now. All these different protocols.
Yeah,
wasn't like that back in the day.
right. Yeah,
I remember I got a few Taba. You were more worried about frequency than you were.
Yeah, right.
I got a 6-channel Futaba, which was tits back in 1978.
Yeah,
It was badass. I mean, and
megahertz.
yeah, I had it in a couple of planes, and then I sold all that to buy my first car. Decided to try to, which I wrecked in about 2 months.
Mhm.
And 40 amp brushless ESC spectrum, and yeah.
Shut up, Art. Oh,
So yeah, it's the only thing you got to get is the transmitter, which is $449.
That's about $1,000 out.
Channel. Hell no, you don't. Yeah, it's a spectrum. You don't need no 20 channel damn. You only need a 7 channel. You can buy one of those fairly inexpensive, but it has to be Spectrum Protocol.
You need 7?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Name why you need 7. What were you using it for?
It's
Landing
on the
gear.
landing gears.
Flaps.
But your 2 motors, your ESC. You can get by with actual basic functionality.
No, you're saying
full range,
ESC. That's an interface. How many? All right. How many actual control surfaces are you controlling with that? You got elevator, rudder. That's 2 channels, right?
Right.
You got aileron. Now, did you have split ailerons? Because if you did, then that would require more channels.
Yes, it's split ailerons because it's twin tails.
Yeah.
Motor control.
So that's actually 2 channels there. Of
and
course,
you have-
motor control for speed. And
2 motors.
and something for your to pull up your
Landing gear.
landing
gears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mount
You can get
cable.
by with 6, but if you want retractable landing gears, you have to have the 7th one for that.
Just get the 7.
4.
Bomb doors.
Well, yeah, there's probably no price difference, really.
No.
No.
I'd look at it to see. There's a in between 24 and 7, or 20, or whatever you were saying.
Yeah.
There's got to be a 12 or something in there somewhere. Damn it.
Here's my first car. I'll show this actually.
The Mustang.
Yeah, the Mustang. You guys have all seen it. I don't know. I got nothing else to show. Let's see. There it is.
Dang it.
Good night.
Oh, okay.
Time. Let me see. Can I zoom in? I guess I can. Look at that.
Look at that.
My the old school yellow jersey plates with the black lettering. Actually, that's all. That was a '68 Mustang. My brother and I are leaning up against right there.
Yeah, I can get the NX7E for $299.
And the reason I brought this up is that's what I bought when I sold my RC stuff. Was that car.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Patrick did the same thing. He sold all of our RC stuff, cars, and he bought him a real car because he was driving by then. So
Now here's something funny. My father actually went out, found that car, and paid the guy. It was $500, you know, which was pretty good amount of change, 78, 79, whatever year it was. Anyway, but still, it's a good deal. It was a great deal. Had low miles.
right.
It belonged to a mechanic. He said, "Oh, it'll be too old by the time my son gets out." Not realizing, because at the time they weren't classics. You know what I mean? It was, you know,
It's a
11-year-old
car.
just an 11-year-old car. So anyway, so he bought it. He did not know that my mother told me that we were supposed to pay them back for it. All these years later, I said, "Well, you know, I paid for that car." And I actually sold all the stuff that I really enjoyed doing to buy that car to pay basically to
Right.
pay my mother back the. So he had no idea she took the $500.
Oh crap!
It's kind of funny. And they made me get my own insurance, but back then, you know, what was it? It was 400 something.
$50 a year, probably.
No, it's 400
Yeah.
something dollars. I was 18. You know, that's
Oh.
yeah, you're assigned risk. That was assigned risk, 400 something dollars back then. I had a job. That's what I needed the car for. You know. You know, got out of high school around 12 because I had enough credits. You know, you have to take gym anyway. And but I took a couple of courses. I took physics or whatever. Anyway, jumped in that car at 12 o'clock and went to work. Yeah.
Cool.
It's an innocent time of your life, you know. Breslow paint and wallpaper. I used to help people with their paints and their wallpaper and designing their house, never telling them I'm semi-colored blind, you know. I just red green color blindness. Pulling out all these samples. How about this? That's not right. Oh no, I meant this one.
So somebody in the neighborhood had some really weird colored houses. Oh, because Bill said, "Hey, this they look great." Yeah.
Yeah, but see, things were different back then. People used to actually go to places that were nothing but paint and wallpaper. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because they were looking for special designs and Alexis is back. People, they don't do that anymore. I mean, but you know, we'd also sell them woven wood blinds, you know, to go with it. That's what I just remembered. That's what she did with the $500. She bought woven wood blinds with them for the patio. And I told that to my father. I go, I remember those things. And she told me she saved up for them.
Yeah. She just found a way of getting, you know, she probably wanted to buy those blinds and he went out and bought you the car. So she thought, okay, I'm going to get that money back.
I had free room and board. I'm not really complaining. You know.
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
no.
But it's just funny. She never told him. She kept that from him. Hey guys, can you carry this for a minute because I have to visit the library for a moment.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Look at this, Dominic. What did you do to me?
I didn't touch it.
When I went to create the stream, I was Dominic of North
Upgrade.
because you put the North.
Upgrade.
I don't know how that happened.
I'm right here.
All right, somebody's got to stay here. Dominic, you got to stay. I got to run real quick too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm still here.
Mark and Alexis can take care of it.
There we go.
What are you talking about? I'm still here. Jerks.
Oh yeah, you're there. Well, I don't see you. You're not there. But
No, I got up to fire up my steak. I totally forgot.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Been laying around the house all day.
Yeah.
Hey now.
That's what you get.
So wait,
Hey now.
England
You
is
can't get up with the Eagles when you soar with the Owls at night. So
Yeah.
or you can't soar with the eagles when you fly with the owls at night. So
Yeah.
you went out, now you're sniffling and all that. It's just
Yeah.
you're
I know.
lightweight
That's
now.
sad.
You're lightweight.
Well, I don't drink anyway. My biggest problem was drinking those Cokes. Back in the day when I went to the bar, I used to drink milk. I was actually famous for it around here. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, most bars don't keep milk. And even if they do, you probably don't want to drink it because who knows how long it's been laying around.
Yeah.
You don't want to drink it straight up. You know what I mean? You're throwing it in with a bunch of booze, it's probably
Yeah.
okay. But
Like
drinking milk
fresh.
straight up, it's got to be fresh. It's got to be fresh for me.
I had a bartender that kept it on. He went and bought a new fresh quart every day because back when the days when I was drinking real heavy, I'd quit. And I would go down to the bar and I said, I need a milk. I said, because I'm on the wagon. And I stayed that way matter of fact, I went through alcohol, rehab with the Air Force. And my counselor actually came down to see, and he asked the guy, says, does he really drink milk and stay down here? He says, oh, yeah, he's here every night, but he only drinks milk. That's all I've ever served him.
Yep.
So
I got to figure something out because drinking soda is not good either. I don't drink soda other than at the bar. I drink one energy drink in the morning, and then after that, I drink water all day, water or milk. And yeah. So last night I drank this big. They give it to you in a big ass cup too.
Okay, I'll check out what you said there earlier. Yeah,
like a 30 ounce. So that's like at midnight or so, 1 o'clock. I come home and I just sat here and I went, oh shit, I'm not going to sleep. That's not gonna happen. I'm already I only sleep 5 hours a night as it is. So
I used to drink slimline tonic water with ice and lemon. So I'm never.
Oh, somebody's getting ready to get frisky. Got her vibrator out. Brown chicken, brown cow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, she got her pendant.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I still enjoy drinking milk at the bar. Quite frankly, because I like milk anyway.
Yeah.
So, but drinking that soda last night, and then I come home and I finally go to bed like a dumbass. Like I said, I left all the windows open. It was like 50 degrees around here. So I woke up sniffling.
Is Waypoint New England in the chat still?
I don't know.
He was earlier.
Not that I can tell.
Brian.
Could be.
There we go. What's going on? What are you looking for?
Looking for Waypoint.
Brian Murphy. If you're still in, thank you for the donation.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
Bill and everybody else, Lloyd.
Oh.
Yeah, my foot is hurting, so.
Oh, that's what that's for. Okay.
There's Brian.
I lost the charger for this dumb thing.
There's Brian, by the way.
But I had to buy
Is it USB-C? What is it?
Huh?
What kind of charger does it take?
Oh, it's a little tiny thing at the bottom. You have to plug in.
Oh yeah.
Is it pluggy or magnetic?
No, that was
It's a
that
plug
was
in.
Plug it in.
socket.
Yeah.
But this
It's a barrel plug.
I might have left it in Houston at MD Anderson. I don't know.
Art knows all about barrel plugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
You can get a universal one that'll probably work.
Yeah. Yeah.
I found one on
Just got to match the inputs.
Give them those universal ones, maybe, or just whatever company that is. Just go on Amazon and search. You're not the only one that's ever lost that charger. I promise you.
I found one on Amazon. It's made by the company. There's the
On the bottom there, where it plugs in, it might tell you what voltage it wants.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, so you can get those universal ones. You have settings on them.
I already bought one.
Oh, okay.
She already bought one.
Oh,
She ordered one from Vibe.
Okay.
Yeah. She bought one from Vibe.
So what does that do? Does it vibrate?
Those ones pound, dude.
Oh.
Personal massager.
And that's for your
Yeah.
foot.
This thing is got 9 different power settings, and anything above 1 is like a jackhammer.
I mean, you can use that anywhere, right? What are you thinking? I'm thinking of my back. That's my back hurts today. Ooh, I feel better already.
Those things hammer, dude. The really good ones are incredible. I wouldn't use them.
My back's been bothering. I'm not kidding. Back's been bothering me all day.
Oh, my back is killing me, but
Yeah, same here.
yeah.
Oh my God, that first ding was behind me again. That's amazing.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, it's just how it picks up. It picks up in the front and the back.
Back there, and
I could turn that off if it bothers you.
No, it doesn't. I think it's cool, actually.
Yeah, it gives you, a Pocket 3 is underrated as hell. Right, frankly, I don't even use it to anything that even resembles what is, really good for. But you can hook up 2 microphones to it. It'll, like I said, it'll pull sound from the unit itself and the 2 microphones. Depending on how you have it set. But it's a big old webcam. That's what it is now. Big old webcam. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get the Osmo Nano or not. Have you guys looked at the Osmo Nano? Oh yeah, the Osmo Nano. It's the new. It's basically the Action 2. It's going to be like the Action 2.5, in my opinion. But they're calling it the Nano. So
they're not above. They're not beyond rehashing other products and refreshing them as something else. I mean, they did that with the Mini 2 series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4K.
Yeah. Well, no, it has a different form factor to an extent, but it's basically the the Action 2. They just took the screen off and stuff, and they did. It's very similar to the Action 2. It's even lighter though, which I thought was pretty incredible. Really, the Action 2 was 53 grams. You know what I mean? So which is pretty damn light. So it's interesting. It's gonna be 4K 60, yada yada. They're just keeping up with
even 53 grams is pretty light when you think about it. I mean, that's less than 2 ounces.
Yeah. No, the Action 2
amazing stuff. We pretty amazing I think world we live in, because we've all, most of us been, actually, I'm now that I look around, we've all been around long enough to see such incredible differences.
Oh yeah,
compared to say the generation before us that saw, they did see differences, but they were definitely more gradual. And before that, a couple of generations before that, it was stagnant. I mean, once you got into, well, it's not even true. The Industrial Revolution really changed people's lives. But not across the whole country. Now, anybody and everybody has a phone. You could be in the middle of nowhere and you got a cell phone in your pocket.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you know this, Bill, but your new phone will take it'll send satellite messages.
No, I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
So you can set it up if you have an emergency.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
How does it? Okay. I don't know. How does it broadcast to a satellite?
Hey, we got Joe Photo Leo.
The same way it does GPS, right?
I don't think it broadcasts to GPS, does it? It picks it up. I don't think it transmits to it.
Oh, I don't know. You're probably right, but I know they'll do emergency satellite.
It must.
If your phone does it or not, I can't answer that though. The S25 Ultra did it. I can't speak to the Edge though. Now that you say that, I don't know if it does it or not.
I think it must transmit to GPS satellites because you can do fly by phone.
Right.
Yeah, but it's gotta be the right frequency and blah blah blah.
Michael, could you put a link in there, the type of radio you're talking about, to make sure I'm on the same page?
Okay, the Samsung Galaxy S25 series, so all of them, I guess, features satellite SOS capabilities, allowing users to send and receive messages to emergency services via satellite when there's no cellular or Wi-Fi signal. Well, that's bad. That's badass. They should lead with that. That's a pretty good feature. You screw up and you're in a ditch somewhere. And you have no signal.
Yep.
Yep.
Apple does that too, though. I think, doesn't it, Mark? Mark would know.
That's
Big
fine.
Apple guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Actually, I haven't used it, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, fair.
Carrier dependent. Samsung has
Yeah, see, that
designed
might be the problem. Yeah.
Samsung has designed the S25 series to support satellite connectivity, but it's up to the mobile carriers like Verizon to activate and enable services, the service for their customers.
Right. So there you have it.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
have it for
it's
sure because I have Verizon.
And apparently, it only works when there's no cell service.
Well, yeah, it doesn't make sense for it to do satellite or cell service.
No, of course. Well, except this is going directly to emergency services, which is kind of cool. T-Mobile.
That's true, I guess.
You know what I mean? If you could just push one button and you got somebody on the other line, its job is to save you.
So you
Well, you already have that. You got that protection on the phone. If you fall or whatever, or you hit SOS, it'll automatically call up to 5 numbers for you.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. T-Mobile offers its T satellite service, which uses Starlink satellites for emergency and text messaging in areas with no traditional cell coverage. I guess it makes sense because Starlink is internet. It's got to be their lower satellites, And the Galaxy S25 series is among the first compatible devices that can use this service. To use it, you need a compatible phone, a T-Mobile plan, and be in an area with a clear view of the sky where the cellular service is available. Cellular service is unavailable. Excuse me. Okay, that's pretty neat.
Cool.
And here's
It's something you didn't have before, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I know.
You know what I mean? So
yeah. There's
one more thing.
you
know what I mean?
There's actually a nice looking page on T-Mobile's site with the information.
There you have it.
T satellite with Starlink.
And while we're at it, download Good Lock off Samsung's store, and you can customize the piss out of your phone.
You know how T-Mobile's doing it? I'm sorry, I just read something.
They hit me for a fee.
$10 a month.
Oh,
per line. So for me, Enjoy would be $20.
You probably don't need it for one, unless you're going out. You're out in the desert some fucking where, right? Or you're going mountain climbing or some shit. Yeah.
Deep sea fishing.
Look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I live, there's cell towers everywhere here.
Oh, there you have it. So.
Yeah.
So they're probably being smart, really. I don't see. It's one of these features where you go, that's cool, but
yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I'm thinking in the wrong direction. I'm like, well, if I had a fishing boat and I was outside of cellular service, and if I had a fishing boat, I would probably have something more than just my cell phone for emergencies.
You'd have a satellite phone anyway.
Yeah.
You go out and buy a satellite phone
and a radio.
Smart.
Well,
yeah.
If you're out in the ocean fishing, it's real simple. You drop your anchor and snag that underground fiber optic cable that goes from the United States over to England and just hook up to that,
Call Mark.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, help me out, man. I'm out in the middle of the ocean.
I tell you what, though, if you're retired and you had a 18, 19-foot center console like Ray had, and you just, go out beyond cell service on a regular basis just for your own personal.
Yeah.
It might be if you're doing that a lot.
Right.
Then $10-15 a month might be well worth it. It only takes
might be worth it. Yeah.
one tragedy for it to be worth it.
What the hell it takes is one. Yeah. Exactly. Your boat won't start or whatever. You're out there.
Your boat won't start, and I just saw a hurricane Zebula coming at me.
Yeah.
They've never got down that, so I had to come up with a name. They've never got to the Z's yet, so.
I think as long as your radio's working, you could generally pick up the Coast Guard. I mean, how far are you going to go? Radio signals do pretty well over open.
Actually, I think my iPhone does satellite radios for emergencies as well.
Fly your drone back to the Coast Guard. Wobbling outside their window.
Yeah. Like, it's a drone. What do we do?
And then you have to go away, come back, go away, come back.
I
The
had a
universal
friend
Like
follow
Lassie used to do.
Yeah, like Lassie.
Oh,
I had a friend with a 19 or 20-foot center car. I used to take it to the Bahamas all the time.
You look
I mean, you
wore
might
out,
want it for
Alexis.
something like that, you know?
Yeah.
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 I got a handheld satellite device in the airplane, you know, so like
Mm, mm.
make
Yeah.
an airport.
Mhm.
What's the service cost on something like that?
It's free.
The service is free. Is it just for emergencies? Oh,
Yeah.
Mm.
Mhm.
You
What
can
you pay for the unit?
There are ones that have service fees like yearly or whatever, but this one did the same thing that I needed, you know, and it's free. You just
so
Would it co-
but you can get them where you can use them like a phone, like
Oh
an
yeah.
actual, you know.
Yeah.
I just wonder
this one,
what the
I don't
costs are
think
like.
This one does the phone, but you can text message. I think on it. I'm not sure. There's so many out now, but you have to register your number with some governmental thing, and then they send that thing back. You activate, put their code in, or that way they know who you are. I forgot, it's so long, and it comes with my plane. If anybody wants to buy my plane, I got it down to rock bottom prices. If you want to own an actual airplane,
Oh yeah. What is the rock bottom price? I'm kind of curious.
Selling what?
my airplane.
Airplane.
Oh,
Guess how much, Lon?
Yes. Okay. Wait a minute. Remind me what it is. It's a beachcomber. Comer. What is it?
It's a Beechcraft Bonanza V.
Beachcraft. What year?
that'll be at least 75 grand.
What year?
He said 75, almost at 75. It's a 1952.
1952.
Wow, it's a classic.
Mm.
Yeah, there you
that
go.
doesn't matter. That doesn't-
Does the Babe come with it?
That's like it's like having a Harley. You know, it's
Yeah.
maintained and it doesn't matter so much. You know, unless it's not taken care of.
Yeah, I'll throw my twin sister in. I don't care.
Okay. I'm gonna go 30 grand because I don't know anything about them.
You sure don't.
Oh, way
Yeah.
higher than that? Okay. I don't know.
49.95.
The last time I looked at an airplane, you could get one for about 50K, but not this plane, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was 30 years ago because we were flying ultralights and he wanted to move on to an actual airplane and he was going to get like a Piper Cub or some bullshit. Something
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. It's a lot smaller
Just,
too.
Yeah. Just a little
I would love to own a
rinky dink
Piper
plane.
Cub. That would be cool.
Mhm.
I'm trying to find an outside photo. Let's see.
And I guess, Alexis,
Hold on just a second. Let me go. Let me think. How am I going to do this? Okay, hold on. Let me go here. Alright.
No, here's one. Here's a very clean 1952 Bonanza on Facebook for $39,500.
Yeah, but what's the hours on the engine? And
I don't know. It just
What kind of a
I didn't click on it.
yeah, but I'm just saying.
I'm
you
more
know,
than likely not buying it.
right? If you might.
No, your sister's ass. I'm like, get out of here. Let me see. It says
Here we are.
very clean 1952 Bonanza C35 with only 357 hours SMOH. SMOH, what is that?
Since major overhaul.
Okay, so 357 since its last major overhaul. Yeah, how many total? 5 hours on the prop, which is now hydraulic, not electric. Very clean inside and out. It looks nice. Yeah. This ad was put in under wing swap in December 1st, 2020.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
Okay,
seems like-
Bill, here you go.
I bet you that's gone, obviously.
I hope so.
Well, I don't know. Why would you leave the ad
that
up?
price. Yeah,
That's a good point too, though. Yeah. Why would you leave that up?
There you go, Bill. Anybody else got any guesses?
Oh, they're all over
I
the
do.
place. I mean, that's super
Oh,
cheap.
what you want? Yeah, they're 500K.
No,
One guy
no.
says
Not what I-
120K.
Here's
what-
one for
what
here's
I
a
want.
60 for 149.5.
Not what I want. what it's for sale for.
That's
Is
fair enough.
there a difference between a Bonanza and a M35 Bonanza?
Yeah.
Is it
I'd
A36?
imagine. I'd
I
imagine.
would
Is
love to own an A36. That's got the traditional tail, and they usually got glass panels. You can go ahead and put that up.
Wow.
these are all around 100 or more, actually. Actually, more.
There's 150K for one, but then there's another one for 800K.
Hey, brother Bob.
I just sent Bill the link for my plane.
Did you?
Yeah, and message.
Oh, some of these are new. $800,000 for a new one.
Yeah.
I was going to guess that. How about that? All right. That's a great deal based on what I just saw.
So
Seriously.
75 grand?
No, less.
Oh, 60?
$59.95.
There it is. 55 grand.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
55K?
Yeah,
So you lowered it again? I was going to I thought you had it down at 70.
It was, and it wasn't selling, so
You dropped it to 55.
Yeah,
wow.
just because there's other ads showing them for
and
more.
it's got a
than
pretty fresh annual too. The annual was in April, and it hasn't been flown since then. Well, a little bit, I guess. Maybe if they did it, I haven't flown it. Now that Jeff is gone, I will. Once I get my head together and I'm not a danger to somebody, myself or somebody else, I'll get back up there and start flying.
We just let people know you only flew at the church on Sunday.
That would be cool. That would be cool to have a flying church.
Yeah.
Oh, I will bet you.
Start your own.
Or she blows.
Lloyd is a minister.
Yeah, I will bet you that some of those TV evangelists, they've got runways next to their houses or next to their church. Yeah.
There's no doubt.
Oh, no doubt.
Those mega
Hey,
churches,
Bob.
yeah.
Brother Bob's here. Did we say hello to him?
Hey, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Hey, Bob. Yo, dog.
Very nice.
Yeah, I noticed he had the pictures I saw of Minefield. He's grown his beard back, so that didn't last long.
That's good.
So you woke up the next morning, he had that long beard again.
Well, that's true. Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I've been
personalized plugs that go into the cowling. I got those. Actually.
Okay,
And
what's
you
the
can't-
52? Okay.
You also can't forget
Not that.
it's got inherent eyes on it to protect you from the
Yeah.
burns.
Yeah, and
Oh,
there's
Jesus.
Yeah.
a sticker on it.
Limited edition.
Limited
25
edition,
grand now.
Ah,
Yeah, maybe
Does
I
it
should
come
have
with
said
a
that. That does kind
Get out of jail free card from Chris Hansen.
There you go. There was one listed for as of 1952. 95 grand.
Well,
So yeah, 55 is definitely a good.
a good year.
Well, no, 55 grand is a good price.
Good price.
Yeah.
Oh.
And 55, I guess, was an okay year. You know,
It's got cool seats.
are we talking 1855 or 1955? Because
1755, back when you were a kid.
Yeah, no, 1855 that good of a year. But,
That's the same year that Jeff was born. I used to tell him if you were an airplane, that's what you'd look like. But it comes with these.
oh, 1952.
Mm-hmm.
This is 95 grand. Total airframe time is just under 4,000. 39.96. They want 95 grand, my darling. Nicely updated classic beach, flown approximately 100 hours a year since 2022. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean,
He flew it to church on Sundays.
maybe too little is not good,
Right. I agree with that,
It's
actually.
got 913 hours SMOH.
So it must have been rebuilt 9 years ago.
Oh, and thank you, Joe Leo. Thank you very much. Been tough.
This
Yeah,
might be a
Joe
little
was the
too
man.
raw.
Joe was the man with the plan. He showed his flying skills
Yeah, you told me about that.
this last weekend.
So it comes with it too.
Oh. Cool.
I'm scared to ask what those are.
Yeah, they're headphones. You know what?
Who's
Yeah.
punching that bag right into their microphone?
That
Well, sorry,
would
that's probably
be-
me
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
because I have it clipped in my shirt. Sorry about that. I should have. You can mute me if you want.
It was like you put the microphone in the bag.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, crunch, crunch, crunch. Yeah, let's turn the blender on too.
Why not?
That fixes
Yeah.
that. Just wave at the camera when you want to,
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, brother Bob and Brian and Joe Fodolio. I guess everybody probably said hello to these guys already, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
Got a lot of
Wow.
Joe.
Oh. Hey, see these all the latecomers,
Mm.
the late fellers that had earlier lives. Oh, Lon, are you done with that? Here, let me fix that.
No, he's smacking his lips.
Let me see. You're back on. No,
Testes, 1, 2, 3.
I've never seen that.
Never gets old.
That's like a laughing thing.
Never gets old.
Never gets old.
When
Until it does.
dingy.
Or ringy dingy.
Yeah.
Hello. What was her name?
Edith Ann.
Edith Ann?
No, Edith Ann had the
no.
Edith Ann was Ruth Buzzy
Yeah.
Oh, that was Ruth Buzzy. The other one was
That's right.
with the lollipop. She had the lollipop.
Yeah.
yeah.
In the
yeah.
big rocking chair, right? In the
Yep.
giant rocking chair.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
Ruth Buzzy also played the old lady with the hairnet that was always smacking
Right, with this purse. Yeah.
the with her purse.
Yeah.
Bill Temple when he said lollipop.
Who did
they don't
that
get relocated,
one
okay?
ringy dingy?
That would be Lily Tomlin.
Yeah, Lily Tomlin. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was pretty funny. I also
Yep.
like Liz Worley was crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. She was good.
Ernestine.
Ernestine. Yeah.
Ernestine. Okay.
Yeah. The operator.
Snarky, snotty telephone. That's what it said. Oh, snarky, snorty. Because you when she laughed. I remember that. Telephone number. Ernestine, a character she brought to the show.
What were you going to say, Alexis? I saw your hand move.
I was wondering, well, two things. Did Joe Fodolio get moved okay? Because I know he was relocating. And the Cool Cat asked me what those red things were with the flags. Those are personalized cowl plugs, COWL. They go up by the prop. Keeps birds
cowl.
building cowl. Like a
Owl.
cowl.
Cowl.
It keeps birds from going in there where the engine's warm because they go, ooh, this feels good. And they build a nest.
Yeah.
If you don't pre-flight, which you always should do, you get up there and you have an engine fire.
Okay.
That's a
First, I thought
the planes in Florida you'd be shooting lizards out the exhaust,
Yeah.
I thought you said cow plugs, and I'm going, okay.
Okay. Hey now.
Personalized cow plugs. That's why I said cow.
Hey now.
Yeah. Towel plugs. Yeah. That's right, Lloyd.
Here's
That'd be
a
one. That'd be.
helpful
Huh?
tip from Heloise that I know actually works. We have lots of lizards here in Florida. Yes, we do, as you may know. And I'm not talking about the jagundo, what do you call it, that fall out of the trees when they get cold.
Yeah, iguanas.
They're garden variety, not iguanas. Garden variety lizards, they can be pretty big. I mean, some of them are pretty damn big. And they like to be on the warm side of the house during certain times of the day. They don't go in the backyard because there's two warm-blooded creatures back there that like to hunt them and kill them. So they hang out in the front. And I got those shutters, they're just decorative, but they're wood, and they go in between that, and they scratch the paint off the house. So I want to get rid of them. Plus, they shit all over it. You get on a hot day. So my wife saw a tip that you save up all your coffee grounds. So she started doing that. And then she started bringing coffee grounds home from the friggin' Golden Corral. Anyway, you put that all through your garden like that, they hate it. And it works. And it works. Just so you
It
know.
works.
Huge reduction in the little suckers since she started doing that. Yeah. I mean, after a while, the rain and the heat and this and that, it loses its, so she's got to, and it doesn't hurt anything. You know what I mean? You're not going to hurt anything.
it turns
Hey,
into
Jim.
compost.
But the garden smells
Hey,
like
Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Yeah, it smells like a good cup of coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
With a little hint of lizard piss. Yeah.
That's always good.
That's Australian coffee. See,
Oh,
that's the way they make their coffee. Had a little bit of lizard piss in their coffee, so
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Makes it tangy. Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the side effect it's had. They're not hanging out as close, on the house in the front when after she gets done, but they're still looking for someplace warm during the day, but out of direct sunlight because that'll kill them too. So
Yeah.
they've been hiding under her car. So now she pulls out, and it's just lizard landmines all over the place underneath her car. I mean, they don't, they're not that. There's there's a lot of them. These are big lizards.
Yeah.
They got, they leave a mess. Yeah. So that's the side effect. And I'm not
Yeah,
gonna throw
especially if they're
coffee grounds
squished into
all
the
over-
car.
I'm not gonna throw coffee grounds all over my driveway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she run over 2 or 3 of them. They'll get the hint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
They run away when the car starts up.
Speaking of being run over, I'm out of here. Good night, everybody. Have a
Good
Bye-bye.
night,
All right,
Art.
all right.
Good.
Bart.
See you, roadkill.
Guten Abend.
Okay, we'll do.
Deuces, yo.
So that's my tip for all you guys that live near lizards.
Coffee grounds. So I'll have to remember that.
I don't mean lot
Next
lizards.
time I go to a bar or a truck stop, I'll make sure I have
You can lot
like coffee
lizards.
grounds on me.
Coffee grounds.
To keep the lot lizards. To keep the
off.
lot
Yeah,
lizards
yeah.
off
I was
you.
thinking
Yeah.
about that. You
Lounge
just-
lizards.
you just put it outside your door right there on the ground. And then can't go past this for some reason.
You can't go anywhere without these lounge lizards, man. It's just
Yeah.
crazy. It's like honey. Oof. You hit the wall about 20 years ago. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they're not all women. Lot lizards.
Yeah.
Good,
Yeah. Anymore, it's like
good buddy. You don't
Ugh.
say that. You don't say that anymore, right? Good money. Good buddy took on a different connotation.
yeah,
later on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
CBs are pretty empty now. I got another project that I'll probably never get to. Is I have a couple of CBs I picked up my dad's. They're sitting in a truck, and I bought the wire for the correct plug for the one of them because it was nowhere to be found.
Right.
And that's as far as I got. It's been one of them.
He's a
He had
project
it's
guy.
a pretty cool setup. It's a toolbox that he cut the right openings in the front of it, and
Right.
it's not just a CB. It's also a linear. Do you know what that is?
Yes.
Yeah, and they're not legal to put on a CB, by the way, but all the drivers do.
No, they're not.
You can
Right.
use linears if you have a license and you're using certain frequencies, but you're not supposed to do 10 meter, or is it 11?
Yeah.
11. You're not supposed to do 11 with any more than 4 watts, and that's a base unit.
Because 10 and 12 are both radio and bands.
But everybody did it. Everybody did it. But it was a pretty cool little set. I think it looks like 100 to 150 watt linear. That would send it pretty far. That'd be pretty good.
Oh yeah.
I had a 300 watt linear once upon a time, and it used to. I
God,
had
I
a
forgot all
10
about that stuff.
Yeah. Well, those old good ones that had the vacuum tubes in them, they last forever. But they took so much amperage.
They did.
If I had my headlights on in it was a 70 something F-150, right? And it was a stick, and it didn't have any add-ons. You know what I mean? So I think it was a 35 amp alternator because I would key up the microphone with the headlights on, and the car would stall.
Oh yeah.
Because you were taking all the juice just to,
Just to key the mic. Yeah.
just to open
Yeah.
somebody's garage door. It's just, yeah, it's a fun hobby when while it lasted. There's nobody out there now. No,
Yeah.
it's just dead. I thought I'd play with it though.
It was really or uh, definitely in the 70s and probably through the mid 80s when it started falling off.
I was doing it in the 90s. Yep.
Yeah, because we bought when I first went into the wheelchair, the VA bought us a van, and it was in 1985. It was a Chevy Traytech. It was their custom. It was one of the custom ones they did, and it had a CB radio built in, and that was in an '85. A Chevy 3/4 ton van. So
No, CB's internet and cell phones eventually killed off CBs, but they coexisted for
Yeah.
a period. You know what I mean?
yeah, they did. Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause-
My
But
first,
my best setup was a Ranger 2950. It was a single sideband unit. It actually had a little bit of power without a linear, not a lot, but it would swing 60 watts on what's called sideband. And
right.
that thing all you had to do because they sold it as a 10 meter, not 11. 11 is CB, 10 is you need a license, and all you
Right.
had to do is like move this one jumper over on the motherboard, and it opened the whole thing up, and you were picking up everything from the garbage trucks to the police, and everything in between. But now it's all encrypted. It's totally different. But it had FM on it. It was pretty badass. But I had that, and I threw a linear on that, and I was no. I did no the linear I had on the 148 GTL. That one barefoot with a good antenna because there's different peaks depending on the sunspot cycle. And I hit Ireland with it a couple of times. I hit England with it once.
with the
Typically it went the other way though. Typically your skip they call that would head west, and I would pick up
West. Yeah,
Texas,
yeah.
the west side of the country actually, from Texas and sometimes Michigan. That whole. You'd be talking to a guy in a radio in your vehicle, and you think he's. I mean, this happened more than once. I was talking to a couple of guys, and they were loud as could be, and I was loud. And what was your mile marker? Turned out we were like 2 states away and didn't realize it. We thought we were
On the same highway. Yeah.
on the same
or in
hour,
the
yeah,
same-
yeah. He's
yeah.
like, that's not right. Where are you? It's pretty funny, but it was fun.
Yeah, I think I got my first CB in 1979 when it was illegal over here.
Yeah, I think I got mine in 75. Probably is the first one I got one.
I managed truck stops for a while. You know what I mean? And
Oh, yeah.
that's how I got into it. There was always a CD shop in the truck stop.
Yeah.
Went up, made friends with the guy. I didn't even have to use cash half the time. This guy was the one truck stop. He would take one of my trades included a coal burning stove. Like a Canadian step
Not
stove.
guy thought.
Actually, that
Yeah,
was coal
yeah.
or wood, the Canadian step stove. You could put either
Later,
one.
Joe.
Yeah.
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 Oh, well, they eventually legalized it over here and put it on totally different frequencies to the illegal ones. Still on 27 megs, but FM instead of AM and different channel frequency. Quite a few of us older ones just took the radio exam and became amateurs. And that was in 82.
Yeah, like I said, there was 7-year cycles. The hobby would kind of dry up a little bit during the low sunspot cycle periods, and then
Right.
Skip would come back like a year and a half, 2 years later, and then peak every 7 years. And that would be funny though. Wait, look at us now. I mean, we're talking.
Yeah.
Could you imagine me setting up a base station here and Mark having one over there, and
Yeah.
we can talk to each other while we're trying to reach each other over the radio? Get all excited.
Yeah. Yeah.
You throw 500 watts up there with a directional with a boom, with a directional and try to hit England from Florida.
Well, me and my mate did that when we were on amateur radio. We have satellites up there that receive on 77s and retransmit on 2 meters. And we only lived 300 yards apart, but the radio signal was doing something like 35,000 miles.
Yeah. There was a guy that had a big repeater tower up on his house, and he was running ham radio. And where it was at was right next to a church, and that's where our band practiced every Monday night. Every time he'd key the mic, you'd hear the voices coming through our fucking amps. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a thing. I used
Oh
to
yeah, just
I used to tease The one truck stop, that truck stop I worked at, they'd have somebody at the front, at the desk, and it was typically little old ladies. And one of them, her name was Fern. So that should give you an idea how old this lady was. And she was sweet. I liked Fern. She's a little odd, but I liked her. The other one was a Nazi. Anyway, she would defend what happened. You weren't there. You don't know what happened because apparently she was there. So anyway, but Fern was nice, but she she got she got flustered easy. So I was parked in the parking lot, right? Just a car, right across from the building, and I knew what would happen. I keyed up and I'm coming over the PA system, right?
Right.
And Fern, I'm coming for you. And I could see her through the window behind her. Look at like this. I loved it. By the way, what I found out later is I was coming over the phones too. Like the other managers were on the phone with a vendor and they heard Fern. Yeah. It was fun. It's a fun hobby. Maybe I'll play with it again. Like I have time. I'd like to get that boat running. I might sell it. It's getting to the point where I want to sell stuff and pay off what little I owe my house and get ready to retire.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want it safe because if something happens to me, Joy's here by herself, so gotta set it up.
Yeah.
Right. And it's funny, and you're gonna laugh. Maybe you won't. Maybe you won't. I almost never ride that Harley. I enjoy it when I do. Don't get me wrong, but I don't, and it's still got value. And I'm actually considering selling the Harley and keeping the Honda,
Yay.
the scooter. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
I
can see
am
that.
still enjoying riding that little thing.
As long as you're enjoying it. Yeah.
Well, it's fun. It's more than quick enough for and it's not fast. You're not going to win any races with it. I beat cars off the line, at the light, but I don't think they're really trying.
Probably.
But because I'm a bit heavy for that. But it goes fine. You know what I mean? It really does. It's,
Right.
I'm never actually concerned about power running around with the lights and the heavy traffic we have here in this town. As you've seen. And it's fun. That's it. Plain and simple. It's fun. And but that's what's the house.
Harley, keep the Yamaha.
I'm going to throw about $5,000 on it this month. Huh?
I said you could sell the Harley and keep the Yamaha.
I've considered that. Yeah, and I would have to give Dad $2,000 for it because that's all he remembers. Actually, I don't even think he remembers that. But he initially bought the two bikes for $4,000. You should don't want to get that back out of it. And it's like we've put like so much more into it since then. Let alone my fuel when I was going there every week for an entire summer that he doesn't even remember me doing.
Oh yeah. So he still got those two bikes.
But I could do that. I got the red one here. I haven't even really tried to sell it. I'm going to replace the tank on it. The coating I put in it. The coating I put on it didn't last. There's some seam. There's something in there. It's putting rust in it, and it's fouling the carb. So I've had to rebuild it so many times. It's ridiculous. I've got a stage 1 kit on it. When I clean it out, it runs like a rape tape. But I gotta, if you let it sit for any period of time, you end up with carb needing to be cleaned again. So that tank's got to go. It's got to go. It's not $700-800 unpainted. So. I'm not going to I'm going to lose money on this, but I don't care. So will I keep that? I don't know. I think the scooter's fine. I actually don't like riding that Yami, to be honest with you. The rake on it, the seating position, but then again, you got to spend time on a bike to get used to it. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
When you come up and it cuts real quick. People like it for that. It's very nimble. I've gotten used to Grandpa bike in the garage, which is not nearly as nimble, So, but the little thing is nimble as shit, and I enjoy that. So whatever, and what's funny is that scooter's 350 pounds dry, So with fluids, get between that and 400, it's not some blow you around in a breeze 50cc 200-pound scooter,
Right.
Yeah, but I like it. I have fun.
French fries, Bob, right now, and steak. Ribeye and French fries, so steak and pommes frites.
Nice.
Probably not that
Yeah.
much.
We elevated it to pommes frites right at the end there. I like that. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Pommes frites.
What is that?
Can't you coat your tank I remember vaguely that you could coat, you could drain the tank, and then there's a coating you just basically just pour in there, and you swirl it around and let it dry.
Yeah, you were probably eating. You didn't hear me say it. The coating I put in the tank
Didn't
is
work, failed.
It's failing.
Mm.
Yeah, I can look in there and it looks silver. Yeah, the coating's still in there. It was a kit, 50, $60. So maybe it was more than that. I forget. But no, it came with the stuff you put in there to kill off the rust. And
Right.
the etch, then there was an etching thing, and you rinse it out. You put in a whole shit ton of nuts, bolts, bolt nuts.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you put it in there, and you shake the living shit
Anchor.
out of it, and turn it upside down, and you keep doing it, and that's to knock any loose rust kind of on the inside because you can't get at it, And and this isn't, you're not coating some 3-gallon little, it's kind of big. It's a pain in the ass.
Right. Yeah.
What might have happened? I told you what happened, guys, a long time ago. I got that all done. It was sitting. It looked great. Everything was fine. But I had more work to do on the bike, so I left the tank off in the garage, and my dad ran into it with the car.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. I was watching him do. I was in the car and I was like, "Dad, stop, stop, stop!" He never uses. And this was like, dude, was this the Genesis? I mean, it had the 3D overhead and the side views and the big screen, and I could see what he's doing, but he's not using that because he refuses to use that because he's a truck driver all his life. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And he pushed it. The car pushed it into a bike lift,
Ooh.
and it put a couple of little creases in there, and it might be there
Where
that
it's cracked. Yeah.
where
Cracked that
the
in
coating
that
failed.
line.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway, long story short, if I put a new tank on it, that bike's only got 17,000 miles on it. It's in great shape. It runs great. It's I mean, maybe if I got $3,500, it'd be a lot though, because it's getting, even though slow mileage, it's not a Harley. It's not an American. It's not a alleged American bike like a Harley or an Indian.
Right. Yeah.
Yama. It's a Yami. There are millions. They're all over the place.
A yammer hammer.
Yeah. But if I
Ring, ding, 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 ding.
I could just throw him the 2 and keep it. But I'll never ride it.
Yeah.
I'll never. I got my scooter. My scooty. My 54 mile a gallon, 55 mile a gallon scooter. It's pretty cool. I took it to my dad's. It was perfectly comfortable. It was just as comfortable as any other bike I've ridden to his house. It's got a big ass seat on it. It's very it's comfortable.
Comfortable. Yeah.
Plain and simple. At one point I was zipping down that road at 75 miles an hour, and it was fine. People are like, you're gonna kill yourself at 75. Well, guess what? If I cracked up on the Harley at 75, I'd probably kill myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just as much. Please select this link and watch it later. You'll find it interesting. The science pass muster for me, certainly, and I'm a perpetual
probably physics.
enthusiastic amateur student of physics. There's a
okay.
lot of words to that statement there.
Yeah.
There
And
was
they
a lot
were.
of words.
How
There
about
was
him?
a lot-
Watch this. I think you like it. I think you were good there at that point.
Yeah. 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 It's.
Oh, more speed of light stuff.
Huh?
More speed of light stuff.
Speed of light. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Alexis, could
It's
you see yourself
interesting
getting
if you're
back
looking
on two-
forwards. Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No. The speed of light is interesting. It is.
No, it's not that interesting. Go ahead.
And it's fleeting. I was just going to ask Alexis if she could see herself getting back on 2 wheels again.
You're muted.
Sorry, had the vibrator on my foot.
Giggity.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
Yeah. The sooner I meet Jeff, the better. So yeah.
Well, it's just an excuse to go and get some fresh air. And actually, you get something small and light and fun to ride. You can take it for groceries. I mean, that's me.
Yeah.
I've got a little electric scooter that looks like it's more of a bicycle, but it's not like your scooter. This thing only goes like 35 miles an hour. It's in the garage.
fast
I bought
enough.
it for Jeff. He never rode it once.
Well, 35. It's funny the laws with that, because a lot of
I
people think
don't.
they can just get those things, go 35 miles an hour down the street, and they don't need a plate. And that's not the truth here in Florida. If it goes above 20 miles an hour, you got to put a plate on it, and you got to be on the road with traffic.
Yeah.
So what that means is now you're really limited because you can't go on a 45-mile-an-hour road because it doesn't go fast enough for
No,
that.
you just take bike lanes around here. They got bike lanes
Well,
everywhere.
bike lanes are fine, but don't go above 20. That's what I
Well,
was getting to. The,
yeah.
the bike lanes are limited to 20.
Oh, I've got a bicycle that's made by Saunders that goes 32, 35. But yeah, you're right. But it's got a speedometer on it, like,
Well,
and it's
nobody
got,
ever stops anybody. Don't get me wrong. It's not like the cops are going to drag you off the bike for doing
Yeah.
34 miles an hour.
A pedal bicycle, and they're going to arrest you for speed. They're going to ticket you for speeding. That would look silly.
Well, but God forbid, yeah, but see, God forbid something happened and you were moving at that
Yeah.
speed, then it would bounce back on you. So you're not supposed to.
Mhm.
when I was on my way home from when Jeff passed away, I got pulled over for speeding, and I wasn't
Go on.
even driving. The car was driving itself because I was like
It's hard to
scrambling.
use that excuse though when you're talking to the cop.
Oh, he gave me a warning. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he
That's
gave me
nice.
a warning.
You told him the car did it?
I did. And he was like, "No, I did." I told him. I said,
That's too
Um,
funny. And he gave you a warning anyway.
"Hang on." I know. I told him. I said, "My husband just passed away." And he goes, "Where are you coming from?" And I told him the post-acute medical hospital. And he asked for my driver's license, so I gave it to him. And right behind my driver's license was Jeff's ID, state ID. There it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got a warning.
A warning.
Yeah.
I sent it to Captain Ray. I actually videotaped the whole encounter. He was super nice. He was really a cool
Well,
dude.
yeah. I mean, you led with, I mean, of
He
course.
told me my
Yeah.
condolences and I'm sorry. And, he said I was doing 74 and a 55. I said, well, isn't that 70 there? And he goes, well, yeah, before the road construction started. So see, the car camera picks up the normal speed limit sign. It doesn't recognize like an orange. And I was not even paying attention. And I told him
The
I said,
car is colorblind.
The car needs to tie into Google because, like Waze,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
updates. It's constantly being updated by the users, and it knows that there's a construction area coming up. It warns you about them.
oh, I knew the construction area was there, but my husband just died, and I was not. I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
I know. I was
Yeah.
talking about your car though, not you.
and I just pushed home and pushed the stock down, and the car took off. And
Yeah.
and what's crazy is I got to a stoplight. The car stops all by itself, turns the on, turned left on that highway where there is no construction, and that's where he pulled me over at. And so I looked, and there's red and blues going behind me, and I'm going, what the heck? So I pull over, and then I put the window down like on this side. He's like, ma'am. And I'm like, where are you? He goes, the other side. And I go, oh, hi. And I had Jenny with me, but she was sitting in the front seat, the dog. And he says, I'll come around the other side so your dog doesn't jump out. Okay, so he came to the other side, and I told him what was going on.
Yeah.
And he went back
Once
to
once he figured out you weren't going to shoot him, he was pretty sure that he could come around to the passenger or driver's side. Yeah.
Yeah, Lloyd's got a son that's a peace officer, so he knows what he's talking about. He could see I was no threat. I mean,
Well,
but you never know. Traffic stops.
You never know, and you intimidate the shit out of me. So I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's not like,
it's 1:10 in the morning. It was like so I'm like the only vehicle out there, pretty much.
Yeah.
In the middle of the county, and but my car was driving home. That's the path it takes. But I was glazed over. My husband just died. I mean, literally.
yeah. Yeah.
And so he might have called the hospital and actually verified it. I don't know what he did.
Oh, I doubt it. He probably
No,
took
you
his
had
word.
you had a clean driving record and
Yeah. He wouldn't have called to verify that.
And
He
a hard,
probably
and a
because
hard,
I don't know
it
what
was
they.
probably
and
it's
a
probably obvious to him that you were pretty distraught. So
and a hard
you,
story. So
yeah,
that's
Well,
he
I
can do
showed
he
him
can do it, and
Jeff's
he did.
ID. I had Jeff's ID in my fanny pack. So I said,
yeah, that's what.
I forgot about being in there. So I pulled my driver's license out. I go, what's this? I said, oh, I said, by the way, this is my husband. This is the gentleman that just died. I said, that's my honey. And he said, oh, I'm really sorry for your loss. And he said, well, I'm just going to give you a warning. Okay, ma'am. And I said, thank you very much. I mean, I'm glad he did. I don't have money to eat on. It's like,
Yeah,
seriously, I've been eating hot dogs every day. That's all I have.
Cops are people. You come home from work. What'd you do today? Oh, I gave a big fat ticket to a woman who just lost her husband.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
sounds like a great day.
He was really
You
nice.
know, the sad thing is because James and I were talking about this today, and he says this is the problem with this new generation of law enforcement. They're not teaching compassion; they're teaching them to be bullies. And this is coming from a guy who's been a cop for 40 years, and he says some of these young guys they put a badge on and they just become thugs. You know?
I mean, it's kind of a generality. I don't think cops are the same all across the country. All the ones I've ever come
No,
in
but
contact with here have been great. By the way,
well, the ones I've had contact with too have always been good. But there are some of the young guys. I call them cookie cutters because they all wear the same haircut. They all got the same attitude, and they're all alike. But unfortunately, that's what gets some of these departments in because they don't have the money or the time to have them do 6 months as a rookie ride along. You know, they get them out of school and get them on the streets as fast as they can because they need them. Where
Right.
10 years ago they would have been 6 months in a car with a training sergeant for going through their rookie time period and
Right.
learning off the street instead of just
yeah, sure. And 6 months isn't even a long time, to be honest with you.
no.
In corrections in Pennsylvania, we had a 2 year apprenticeship.
Oh,
Two
it might
years.
have.
Right.
We
Yeah,
worked every day. We had
right.
posts, and then we met with our training sergeant every day for 2 years. And
And it might have been 2 years.
and
I
he
don't
asked us
remember.
ridiculously easy questions, and then he'd go on his way, and that
Yeah,
was it. But we weren't. But you were an apprentice. And in fact, I got my diploma somewhere from the state of Pennsylvania, whatever it's called, that shows that I had accomplished my apprenticeship. That's what called.
yeah,
Well, I'll tell you, there's a lot of bad cops, and I agree with Lloyd. And what reminds me of it is bouncers, the kids that would take jobs as bouncers just so they could get in fights. And some of these guys, man, I get that only the negative videos really get traction, so you see a lot of the negative, and I understand that. However, you see a lot of it. I mean, just this incredible amount of this guy. There's one I just watched yesterday. They yanked the guy off a motorcycle. He was trying to unplug his vest. He had one of those blow up vests if you get
yeah,
knocked off your bike. And he was trying to unplug it, and the cop didn't have the patience to let him unplug his goddamn vest. He hadn't been speeding. He hadn't been doing anything. They pulled him over for whatever reason. Doesn't really matter. And he goes, get off the bike. And the guy was trying to unplug his vest. I guess the screws on or something. And they
right.
yanked him off it and made his vest pop and then sat on his chest. And he ended up dying. He ended up asphyxiating. They killed him, and you just see a lot of that where these guys just they don't ask
Because
questions later. You know what I mean?
all you're ever going
They
to
go
see
hands on
online,
like that.
all you're ever going to see online are the bad ones. There's very few and
Yeah, I
far
get it.
between because nobody wants to watch for that one bad stop. The
I
550,000 good stops that happened in between.
Right.
I
I agree
watch
with
a
that.
channel.
It makes it feel like it's so much worse than it is. I've been
I
stopped and I've
Yeah.
been given warnings and I've been treated politely and
Oh yeah.
I ask them down to my place of business on a fairly regular basis, and they're all pretty
Yeah.
good
Not all
guys,
cops are like that, but
kicking
what
people
I'm
out.
saying is, and this is what James is seeing in his training in his department is these guys coming out of the academy are a different because first off they're all they sort of are forced to be that way because the way society is treating police officers anyways and but some of them are just that and he says even his own guys but he said a trend that is currently going on, and he's seeing more and more of it. But going to what you said, there is a channel I watch. It's called Midwest Safety. They show the best cops, but they also show the bad guy. If a cop does something bad, they show it. They don't and it shows the good side of the police because the guy that runs it is a former
I'd
police
like to
officer.
see some stats of how many millions of traffic stops happen every week in this country. You know what I mean? Because it's millions. It's
Oh
gotta,
yeah.
gotta be millions. And, we're watching hundreds of stupid actions, if that.
I get
Oh
it.
yeah.
I'm just saying.
But I've had personal
Right.
interactions with the cops where they mistreated me.
Sure.
I've had at least, I can come up with 5 instances off the top of my
Don't get me
head
wrong, they're people.
when I was
I mean,
mistreated by the cops.
I've met assholes that were cops, but they didn't do anything. That
Oh, I've had them do stuff.
that warranted a video. I just didn't like them. But the majority of the ones that I've dealt with, and you're in Florida, that was in Pennsylvania, but the majority of them I've dealt with down here in Florida have just been gentlemen. That's all professional.
Well, I've seen plenty of Florida videos, and maybe you're having different
depends where you are.
encounters than what other people have. That's all I'm saying.
I just said for the 4th time. It depends on where you are.
It does.
Yeah,
It
some
does.
of it, and who you are too.
It's 22 million people in Florida. You're not seeing a fair representation of all the interactions between us and our police forces.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
And I agree, it goes both ways too. Go ahead, Lloyd. I'm sorry.
Oh, someone set it up, on purpose. You know what I mean? They're just being douches just because they can. Just see if they get a rise out of the cop. I hate those. Copies, especially the ones where they come because someone called them. You know what I mean? And they're there just making sure everybody's okay. And immediately they just start mouthing off, and
Yeah, there's a lot of people that this is what I told my boys when they were young. I said, listen, when you get pulled over, you will say if it's a male or female, you'll say yes sir or yes ma'am. You will do what they tell you, and if what they did, if what they're writing up or what you're being ticketed for is wrong, then we'll go to the court and argue it.
Right.
Don't get in an argument with the kids. Yeah. And they've stuck by that, and the only one that has ever had to deal with being thrown in jail was my daughter because she doesn't know how to keep her mouth shut. So she's a drug addict. So, whatever. And she was going down that road a long time ago, but no, I was just saying, this is something he's seeing a trend coming out of the academy now compared to what it was even 10 years ago.
He's saying that, but I mean, every academy across the country.
No, I'm just talking about here in Oklahoma, because Oklahoma has, now the big cities have their own academies, like Tulsa has one, Oklahoma City has one, a couple of the others have their own academies, but in general, they all have to go to what's called CLEAT certification. That doesn't matter if you're an unarmed security guard, or you're an armed security guard, or you're a carded police officer, a commissioned officer, which would be a regular cop. They all have to follow CLEAT rules, and they have to go to those classes and then continue to learn, and they have to do so many to keep their card. They have to do so many hours a year, but coming out of the academy, because the main one is up in Enid, I think, and that's where the state police academy is, and everybody that comes from any of these smaller towns, that's where they send all their officers, and they've been lately having a trend of basically bunch of bullies coming out of there.
There's some bad training too. They did an expo.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah.
There was a guy who was traveling the country giving them training on basically how to people, I don't know how else to put it, how to skirt the 4th Amendment and stuff like that. And people have gotten a hold of it, and then they obviously they made changes, but there's been some, I don't know, man. Yeah, I try to stay in the middle on this one because I've seen cops. I've seen cops look me in the face and say, yeah, I know you weren't doing anything wrong, but I'm gonna write you a ticket anyway, because your attitude or whatever. It's just like,
I've been pulled over by everyone that's got
from becoming a peace officer, and I got pulled over I was in my very early 30s, like 32, and I got pulled over by an Indiana State police officer, and I was going to see my mom, and I was doing 10 miles over the speed limit. I was working for a detective agency at the time, and I was already accepted to go onto the city police department, and I already had my jacket. They did my mugshot, everything. You know, I did all that background check, did the agility tests, went through the oral exam, blah blah blah. I had my jacket ready, took my fingerprints, mugshot, sent it off to Plainfield, which is where the academy is. The stupid cop, who was about my age at the time, um, pulls me over, and then I said, "Oh, come on, you're not going to ticket fellow officer to be." And he goes, "Oh, really? Are you getting on somewhere?" And I told him, and he says, "Oh, congratulations." And my ex was sitting there, and we had our little kids with us, and so he wanted my driver's license, registration, or something, or insurance. And he asked me to step out of the car, so I said to my ex, I said, "Would you get it?" And so when the glove box popped open, there was my 357 Magnum in my shoulder holster that I forgot about. And
That'll do her.
yeah, my ex pulled the gun out, and it was like, "Come back to my car." And then he called my captain, or the chief rather. He called the chief and accused me of impersonating a police officer. So everywhere I went, I got kicked off of that. I didn't go to Plainfield. Everywhere I applied, he said he'd blackball me. He did. He absolutely did. So, you know, it ruined my career. So there you go. Look at that.
I mean, there's good and bad in all things. So.
Oh, you're on the other side.
Yeah.
I agree.
What?
I,
So it's you were going 74.
I was just making a generalization, and it is. You're right, Bill. That's unfair to put them all like that. So.
Yeah, sure.
yeah, but they have gotten, and I think part of it is society. I don't necessarily blame the cops
No,
because what they're facing now is more militant people on the road. You know, guys that are. So I see what you're saying. I mean, it goes both ways. You know, people don't treat them with anything that even resembles respect anymore. You know, for a group of people that claim they're so afraid of the cops, every time you see one of them get pulled over, they get out of the car, they're hollering and screaming and cussing and whatever, and it just blows my mind every time I see it.
Yeah.
It's a hard job, man. It's got to wear.
It's certainly a hard job.
It's got to wear you out. You know, dealing with people every day like that. And then,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then on top of it, then you get the stories back of people that you've worked with that just got hurt by somebody because he wasn't paying close enough attention. So they're a little on edge.
Yeah.
You're walking up to a vehicle that you can't see inside. You'll come up to guys with super dark tints or whatever, and you don't know what
Right.
you're walking into. For a simple speeding ticket, you know, or
Yeah.
unsafe lane entry or something.
Yeah. And like I think a lot, and I agree with Lon on one thing. I think a lot of this is because they have to be so on guard, so because they don't know, and I think it stresses them so much that they just sometimes they're just wired expecting something to happen, because there's a good possibility something very, very likely could happen to them at every traffic stop, every domestic that they go to. There's a chance they're not going home that night, you know?
Bob, it was a perfectly good story. It wasn't garbled. I mean, it was a little break in the middle, but so what? It was a good story. That's why I put it up. Hi, Josh. Josh is here.
Oh, hey, Josh.
Yeah, sovereign citizen. I don't have to.
Oh, yeah, those guys are.
No,
those guys are a bunch of knotheads.
It's a fallacy. It's not true. Yeah. You can't live here as a sovereign citizen. There's no
sovereign citizens.
Yeah.
Those videos are hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a couple here recently.
I love it when the judge gets hold of them. That's what I like to see.
Who's that one judge? He's kind of goofy. He dresses kind of goofy. and he's got like a receding hairline. What's that guy's name? He does a
Oh,
crap ton of videos. He's
yeah,
usually very fair though. He lets a lot of people off. Because he does
yeah,
like probable cause videos, and the cops don't have
but
their shit together. And he lets them off. He goes, oh nope, no probable cause.
Right.
Bye.
He,
Oh, jeez.
I've watched his videos. He lets off more than he doesn't, actually.
Yeah. Now
And
there's
he,
a one
and he
guy.
yells at the cops on a regular basis.
Yeah, there was
Why
that
is he
one
banging
judge in
here? Why is this guy here?
the judge in Rhode Island that was famous. He just passed away.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he passed away. What, a couple?
No, he was the nice old man judge.
Yeah, nice old man. He was.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
But that's not who
Yeah,
Lon is. Lon's talking about that skinny school teacher looking
Skinny guy.
guy.
Yeah. It looks like a.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Look, he's coming to fix your TV from Best Buy.
Hang on, my dogs are deciding to fight. Hey,
Oh, cool. Put it on YouTube.
Hey, Chris. How you doing?
no,
Mr. Hope in the room.
you're bigger than everybody.
Pretty much at the end, because I'm going to call it. Haven't eaten anything all day.
Yep.
Lon's sitting
Good
there
idea.
reminding me of that. Thank you so much.
What the hell's your problem, dog?
I got some delicious cream of loaded potato soup in the other room waiting for you. It's not a steak, but the soup is good.
The soup is good. I will say that.
And congratulations on your new rocket, Lloyd.
Thank you, and thank you, Dominic, for
No worries.
gifting it to me. So
That was very nice.
No worries.
I'll put it on that flatbed trailer and take a picture of him soon to you.
We knew the chances were good that Lloyd was going to end up with the rocket.
It's about 50-50, I'd say, at this point. It's either Art or Lloyd. Because everybody else would probably give it to Lloyd. Art would be the only one that would keep it, probably.
Yeah. Art was trying to win it. He was putting all these different names in the chat, so. But anyway, why don't we,
I appreciate it. I really do.
Why don't we do the old outro?
All right.
All right.
Well, now it's time to say goodbye to Bill and all the
Close enough to 3 hours.
Thank you all for coming, and
Yeah.
we hope you
Mr. Kitty, I was watching this video, by the way.
To watch another show. We're all too drunk and tired, so we're gonna have to go.
Y'all come back now. You hear?